the game.
Don't you know they serve dead cat for Chinese?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Big Daddy Cool Vinnie Apicella reporting to you live from Wappingers Falls, New York. And we are here with New England Knights football. They're taking on the Hudson Valley Cowboys. And I'm going to hook Kenny in right now. Okay, and we are on.
Buenos noches, everybody. No, we're at, I don't know what the name of the field is, so I'm not going to go there, but we are in Wappingers Falls, New York.
Wappingers Falls Junior High School field.
Wappinger Falls.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We got a game today between the New England Knights and the Hudson Valley Cowboys. The Cowboys come in today with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. They lost to the NEPA Miners in Game 1, 30-0, and just squeaked by the Brooklyn Blue Devils by a score of 14-12 last week. This is after having an off year last year. This is a team that does have a lot of winning tradition as well as us, the Knights. But last year they finished 5-4-1 and fell out of the playoffs.
That's right. That tie actually kept them out of the playoffs. But once again, they were in the RAFL. We were in the NAFL last year, and we ended with a 5-5 record for the regular season, and then we lost in the third round of the playoffs to the New Jersey Terminators. But we are here live from Wappingers Falls, New York. We are here. I am Big Daddy Cool Vinnie Apicella once again. Ken Dog Gregory joining me on play-by-play, and we will be switching out with Lenny Murdo on play-by-play or color, whichever he decides to do.
Well, Lenny can bust my chops as he wants on the color. But just to let you know, this is the first of 2 games between the Knights and the Hudson Valley Cowboys. Next month on September 20th, the Knights will take on Hudson Valley at Sage Park in Berlin, our final home game of the year.
That's right, and our final home game will hopefully by then will be 8-0-1, or excuse me, 7-0-1. But as everybody knows, we tied with NEPA Miners in our first game, 14-14, and then we crushed the Empire State Titans last week, 21-0.
Now, the New England Knights will be back at home in Sage Park next week against the Montclair Black Knights, or now known as the
New Jersey Lions.
The New Jersey Lions. And then we'll be back on the road for 2 in Brooklyn the next 2 weeks against the Brooklyn Jazz and Long Island Seahawks.
That's right.
Before we have 3 home, then we have 3 home games after that.
And 2 of those home games will be at Waterbury's Municipal Stadium, and then our last home game at Sage Park.
A great park to play in Waterbury's Municipal Stadium. A great place to play football.
Okay, once again, you are listening to New England Knights coverage on AudioSportsOnline.net. Yes, we know the site's at 7 o'clock game time. It will be a 4 o'clock game time. We also want to send a special shout-out to our friends listening in Shreveport, Louisiana, thanks to Lenny Murdo.
And just to let you know as well, if you want to listen to the game at 7, go to the archive.
I don't know if the archive will be up by then because we'll still probably be broadcasting.
Touche.
But if you want to listen to other New England Knights archive broadcasts, go over to SportsWire Entertainment Radio at sweradio.tripod.com.
Now we're waiting right now as the players are all getting fired up and ready to go here. We're waiting for the referees who have not shown up yet.
Unless they're getting changed. I haven't seen a zebra out on the field yet. All I see are Cowboys and Knights.
Trains are on the field. So we'll be back with the opening kickoff of the Knights and the Cowboys on AudioSportsOnline.net. The coverage of the 2008 New England Knights season. We'll be back in just a moment.
Before we go, Lenny, do you have anything to say about our pregame show?
Well, basically, we're on an all-grass field for one of the few times this year. It's a junior high school field, but as far as junior high school fields go, the campus is beautiful up here, and it's a good level field. There's absolutely no crown in it, so you're not going to have any advantage running left or right.
And not much geese fecal matter.
Yeah, we did walk through a soccer field on the way over here, and it was about 50% grass and 50% goose feces, but we don't want to go there. But this field is manicured pretty well. The grass is green, and this time of the year it's unusual to see green grass with the heat and humidity. The yard markers are marked every 10 yards. It's not marked every 5 like most of the fields we've played on, but that shouldn't be a problem. We do not have a scoreboard, which is going to kind of hurt us. We won't have any kind of running time. The only thing we can hope for is that occasionally the officials will signal us up here in the booth. Both teams still are out on the field throwing the ball around. Music is playing. The concession is running. And there's still no sight of the officials. Now, the Cowboys play at 5 different parks. And this game was listed in all the original schedules as a 7 o'clock start, which has screwed up a few of our players. And I hope it didn't screw up the officials. They may be at the wrong park. They may be thinking it's a 7 o'clock start. I wish I could get down and talk to somebody on the field to see if anybody has called to let the officials know that there may be a problem with their game time schedule. But until then, all I can tell you, it's a beautiful sunny day, a little bit on the humid side. There is a breeze, but it shouldn't affect play either way. Well, yeah, looks like we had a couple of guys show up via car, so some of the people that we thought might not be playing probably came up by car. We know we've lost a couple because of the time change, and they apparently didn't get word. So we're going into week 3. We came out of last week without any injuries, and quarterback position seems to be locked in now, which was a concern going into the beginning of the season. And defense, which is our strong point, is missing 3 starters, but the fill-in should be able to cover the positions. And offensively, we're about 100%. So at this point, I can turn it back over to Vinnie, and hopefully we'll get the officials here for the opening kick.
Thank you very much, Len. Once again, Big Daddy Cool Vinnie Apicella back with you here. Live coverage of New England Knights football, live from Wappinger Falls, New York, at Wappinger Falls Junior High School. As Lenny stated, yes, this game was originally slated for 7 o'clock game time, but I just got word literally 2 days ago that the game was at 4 p.m. So hopefully that doesn't hold up the officials. If not, I'll go down there and do some XFL rules, which a lot of these players may not like. But Kenny's actually setting up our handheld scoreboard, which we can't see, but it doesn't have a running clock on it. Anyways, yes.
Yeah, Vin, what we have... What we have here... All right, the Zebras have approached the field, so we should be getting started pretty soon. As far as the scoreboard goes, we have a handmade hanging scoreboard in front of our broadcast booth, which we can't see. There's drop-in numbers on it, and, of course, there's no time on it. So the official time will be kept on the field, as I surmised, and we're hoping that the officials will give us periodic time checks.
That's right. And Steve, I know you're listening. E.J. Lewis has apparently showed up. I have seen number 42 on the field, so E.J. Lewis is here, which is one of our great defensive players who has already, I believe Kenny can correct me on this if I'm wrong, 3.5 sacks this year already. First game he had 2.5 sacks, and he had a sack last game. But Lenny, I gotta ask you, like I brought up last week, this Knights defense that's here this year, how is it compared to the defense of last year?
You're asking me for a comparison between the 2 years?
Yeah.
We have people, number one, who could read the offense, and people that communicate. When DiMartino is in the middle, he reads the offense absolutely perfectly and shouts it out. He takes control down there. We didn't have that last year. And of course, the safeties are extremely fast, extremely quick and gifted, which we didn't have last year. Last year, the only deep man we had with any playing ability, and he was a great one, was Mark Moore, and in game one, he had a quarterback. So when he was taken out of the quarterback spot, there was nobody. And now we have 4 people back that really know how to play the game. They know how to read, and they know how to cover the ball, not necessarily the receiver.
That's right. And
yeah, what I mean by that, Vinnie kind of looked at me kind of like he was confused. Vince Lombardi made the statement that once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, they can't change the path of the ball. And we had too many players last year that were following the receiver and were taking head fakes and body fakes, and then the receiver would go one way, and we would read the fake and go the other, and we would get beat long. Now we get people that read the ball. Once the ball is in the air, the safeties go back, quarterbacks go back to where the ball is going to be. And at the point that it's coming down, they're there covering the man and getting a chance of picking the ball off. And I was not at game one in Scranton, Pennsylvania, but I understand we had at least 3 picks, Vin?
yes, we did. Dwight DiMartino had one. Deep Brown had an interception, correct, Ken, in game one? DiMartino had an interception, and Deep Brown, and there was one other interception, I believe, in game one. I don't know off the top of my head. I'll have to look at it. But, yeah, our defense was phenomenal in game one, and that's why we ended in a 14-14 tie. It literally came down to a couple of botched field goal attempts.
And right now the officials have the captains out on the field. They're shaking hands. Cowboys have 5 captains. The Knights have 6. And now they're introducing all the captains around, and we're going to have the coin flip. As the visiting team, we will make the call.
And once again, the Knights are in their road white with purple numbers, and the Cowboys are in their dark blue jerseys for home with their gray numbers, pretty much looking like the Dallas Cowboys.
Don't get me started on the Dallas Cowboys. I was just helping out the scoreboard for them, so we can have a score, at least a score here.
That's right. The official time will be kept on the field as we don't have an official score clock up here. We don't have a starting lineup for the Knights, but we'll call it by player that we see out on the field. Now, Kenny, I got to ask you something.
What's that?
In game one, Brandon Johnson took the punt return all the way back for a touchdown. How did he fare last week?
How did he fare last week?
Yeah.
I don't remember quite sure, but I know that for a fact that the Titans tried to kick away from him as much as they could.
Yeah, they did. I remember a couple of kicks actually going out of bounds. The one where they actually got -5 yards on the kick, on the punt, to keep it away from Brandon Johnson.
So as the Zebras get set to do the coin toss here, I just did it again, didn't I, Vinny?
Did what?
Coin toss.
Yeah, I didn't even pay attention. Now, if you go onto the website of these Hudson Valley Cowboys, they mentioned the Hudson Valley Cowgirls. I have yet to see one.
Look how stretched out they are.
What?
So the starting quarterbacks for today's game for the Hudson Valley Cowboys is number 11, Rafael Coelho. For the New England Knights, number 8, Tim Rush.
And who won the coin toss?
Cowboys won the coin toss and deferred, and they're going to kick off to the Knights.
So the Knights will get the ball to start the game. Again, coming to you from Wappinger Falls Middle School, the Knights and the Cowboys. Sit back and buckle up. We're going to bring you hard-hitting New England Knights action on AudioSportsOnline.net. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
No national anthem today, I guess.
don't even see the flags right here.
Flags right there. All right, we are set to go, and the Knights will receive in the first half.
They will go left to right on your computer screen, and the Cowboys going right to left to start the first quarter. The Knights are wearing their road whites with their purple trim, and the Cowboys wearing the blue with the gray trim. So back deep for the Knights, number 14.
Brandon
Johnson and number
Jeff Coop.
Brandon Johnson, number 15, and Jeff Coop, number 14.
And kicking off for the Hudson Valley Cowboys.
We'll figure it out in a second. Whoever takes the ball.
As you hear AC/DC in the background, Hell's Bells.
It's number 80. I don't have an 80 on my roster. Here we go already.
Yeah, me neither. No, this is ours. Number 80 for them, we don't know. All right, so number 80, we're going to go play by number again. Well, his name is Carrot Top because I saw his hair earlier.
How funny. The kick is up. It's a short kick to the lineman of the Knights, up the field to the 40, and knocked backwards, stopped at about the 39. And we got a fight on the field already.
And
that's between Cliff King and number 22, Jerry North. It was a little bit.
This looks like it's going to be a slobber knocker, folks.
And it looks like it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct either way. I don't know who started that, but Cliff King got right in his face.
Might wash out here.
I'm sorry, I actually don't have Cliff King on here. He's number 10.
Balls to 37.
They wash out.
They both washed out, both on sportsmanlike conduct penalties, and I guess our special teams are trying to set the tone early against the Hudson Valley Cowboys here. Again, but like we said in the pregame, the Hudson Valley has a very good tradition of winning, as well as our own New England Knights. And we'll see, both teams had an off year last year. The Knights at 5-6, and the Cowboys at 5-4-1. So Tim Rush will work from the shotgun with Masusko in the backfield. From the snap, gets it, back to pass, rolls, throws, incomplete. Intended for Jeff Coop. It'll be second down and 10 from the New England 39.
Now, the Hudson Valley Cowboys have been running their mouth a lot on their website about trying to beat our Knights, and now it's time to put up or shut up.
That's Myrtle, and there's one of the players' parents. Not a homer.
Back to passes. Rush looks to throw, throws down the middle, complete. First down, New England. A great pass there to Justin Seaton, or pardon me, that's Ivan Schmidt. And that'll move the chains up to midfield at the 50-yard line. Just short, maybe by a couple of inches, and they're going with a no-huddle shot offense. Rush has the players going. Calls up the signal, takes the high snap, gets it down, throws to the sideline. Schmidt bobbles it incomplete. But he had men right in his face. He would not have gotten more than 3 or 4 yards there.
No, but he still would have gotten the completion.
So, but you know something though, that was a novel idea. Cecil Snowden is there. There's 34.
Oh.
One thing about the Knights, that was novel going with the no huddle to try and catch the Cowboys off guard there.
When did we ever open up with 3 passes?
Yeah, it's not very often the Cowboys, or not the Cowboys, the Knights open up with 3 straight passes as Rush gets set, barks out the signals, takes the snap, a high snap, handoff to Snowden, and it's brought down behind the line. It'll lose a yard or 2. It'll be third down.
That was telegraphed after Rush bobbled the snap. He handed it right to Snowden, and that was just telegraphed. They read that all the way.
Plus, the Cowboys were also expecting a run there. They had thrown 3 straight passes. Sooner or later, they're going to have to go with a run. So 3rd and 11 for the Knights at the 49-yard line, their own 49-yard line. A 4-receiver set with Susko in the backfield. Rush takes the snap, looks back to pass, looks right, looks left. Can't find a man open, fires. Almost intercepted by the Cowboys. There with the pressure is Aaron Rebikoff, nicknamed Cheddar.
But Shem Shepard almost dove. It almost grabbed the deflection.
So what are they going to do here?
4th and 11.
4th and 11.
Not a field goal here.
It's only a 61-yard.
Hominick will punt it away for the Knights here as they go. They don't go 3 and out. They get 1 first down, but not much more as they stall as they get to midfield. Hominick will kick it deep. 24 for the Cowboys is back deep. That's Jamar Brown. The snap, the kick is up. A nice kick by Hominick. Let's see. Takes the New England bounce and rolls. Keeps rolling down to the 10-yard line where it's down there by Brandon Johnson. And that's where the Hudson Valley Cowboys will take over. A 41-yard punt, nothing on the return.
And now the Cowboys have a 90-yard field to go to score. That was a beautiful punt by Mike Hominick.
Let me ask you something, Vinnie. How many teams you know have 2 good punters?
Not many.
Hominick booted that one 41, and I'll tell you, last week the fake punt by our backup quarterback, Tat King, product of North Branford High School, he comes in and gets that first a couple of good punts, but then that great fake punt that resulted in a key first down.
Yeah, you're damn right about that.
So, Coelho will get his team up to the line from 1st and 10 from his own 10. They're backed up deep here, and that defense is looking to pin him further. Here we go. Takes the snap, looks to throw a 3 pass, and where was he throwing that one? I think that was intended for Regilly Sims, but he threw it way behind him at 2nd down.
That's right, he did. He threw it way behind us. Looks like they had some mixed signals there, the offense. So these Cowboys better step it up because I don't see any Troy Aikman or Michael Irvin down there.
I like the short, quick stuff, though.
Yeah, the short passes are the ones that did it to us in the first game.
So 2nd and 10 here. Coelho working our center. There's a 2 receiver set, a tight end. We got a throw formation in the backfield, 2 running backs, split back. The handoff, and going nowhere quick is the running back for the Cowboys. We'll see who he is once everybody gets off him. That's number 20, Miguel Brooks, nicknamed Icy Hot. What, does he use a lot of Icy Hot patches after the game?
Maybe he's that fragile.
Yeesh. So 3rd and 10 for the Cowboys. And the...
He's wearing Katero's number, 22.
So here we go. 3rd and 10. The Knights looking to make the Cowboys go 3 and out. Coelho barking out the signals. Same formation here. Again, the Cowboys going right to left on your computer screen. Back to pass. Looks left. Rolls. He has room. And he's going to go. Throws it into the ground. It'll be 4th down and 10. I'll tell you, he had a receiver there. He could have squeezed into double coverage, but he threw it way too low. So the Cowboys will have to kick it away. As one of the assistant coaches barks out all the assignments. Back deep for the Knights at the Hudson Valley 44 is Brandon Johnson. Number 10, Paul Panessa, Mighty Might, will kick it away.
Who's back here?
So Johnson again at the Cowboys 47-48. The snap is low. It gets away. Kick just gets it off. Johnson gets it at the 45. Across to the 40. Dances around and gets spun out. He breaks a tackle and he's going around the 40 to the 35 to 30. And he's knocked out of bounds about the 25-yard line. The Knights will have a very short field to work with here in the first quarter. No score between the Cowboys and the Knights.
You're right, and Brandon Johnson worked his magic again on that punt. He's got to be our best punt returner.
And he does have some jets on him, I'll tell you that.
He broke a nice tackle over here right around the 40-yard line.
And that was not exactly a small guy either that was trying to wrap him up. He somehow weaseled his way out of that one.
But either way, he made it down to about the 25.
And then marking at the 26-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 New England.
Great field position.
So Tim Rush working with the short field here has 4 receivers. Shepard, Rivera, Coop, and Johnson as Shepard goes in motion. Rush for the shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass, looks left, throws right, good for the end zone, double coverage, and let's go William, way out of bounds.
No what?
Out of bounds, and that'll be 2nd down, and that was way out of bounds. There was no way he was going to keep both feet in.
He did have both feet in when he caught the ball.
Nope, you have to keep complete control, and he did not have that.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
So Rush led him a little too far. He had some guts there throwing into double coverage.
You're right, but he got it up right on key.
So 2nd and 10, that was a noble effort. Now I think you got to go short here with maybe Susko up the middle.
Yeah, I'd say that. And you got Susko the snowplow in there.
It's funny when they have DiMartino with Susko as Rush takes the snap on 2nd down. The handoff goes to Susko, and he's going to get across. If he had cut left, he would have gotten more yardage, but he picks up 1, maybe 2.
We can't tell there's no 5 yards.
They gave him 3. If he had cut left, he could have gotten close to 1st down. So 3rd down, about 7 for the Knights from the 23. Again, this is give or take a yard or 2, because again there are no markers except for 10 yards. So Tim Rush working exclusively from the shotgun here. I didn't see that last week at all. Not that much. Not Vinnie.
No.
So 3rd down, 7. Rush back to pass. Looks left. Looks right. Throws. In and out of the hands of Jeff Coop. It'll be 4th down.
That was tipped by number 27, and that's what threw Coop off.
Good job by 27. Again, another play without a number or a name. It'll be 4th down.
The 6 passes he's thrown before have been to Coop.
Yep.
Got to spread it around.
So 4th down, the Knights are going to go for it here, looks like. No, Catero's going to kick it here.
And you got Pat King holding it.
It'll be a 40-yard kick here.
Right there.
Well, McEachern's not here. He's the usual holder. The snap, the spot, the kick is fake. It's another fake. And right there to get the quarterback is number 50, Rich Zuleg. And I'll tell you, the Cowboys were not fooled by that at all.
No, they weren't. Neither was I, though. Pat King, well, then again, we know the Knights.
And we know Catero had some troubles at NEPA trying to kick the 40-yard field goals, and that would have been a 40-yarder. So in the first quarter of play, after 3 possessions, 2 for the Knights, 1 for the Cowboys, we have no score.
And there's a puppy on the field.
Where?
Oh, on the sidelines.
Who let the dogs out? So the Knights defense goes back to work here. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at their own 39-yard line. Coelho under center. I'll tell you, Rush has a heck of an arm.
He does.
So Coelho barks out the signals from under center. They got 4 receivers. Back to pass looking right, and there's E.J. Lewis giving pressure. And the throw was incomplete, intended for Curtis Walker, Slim, the receiver. And that will bring up 2nd down. And I'll tell you, E.J. Lewis was right in his face again, which he's done all season so far.
E.J. Lewis is just one of the best defensive guys we have.
Our leading sack man with 4 sacks on the year so far in just 2 games.
Yeah.
I want the puppy. That is a cute little guy.
So 2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line of the Cowboys. This does look like a West Coast offense formation they're running here of 4 receivers. Coelho set, takes the snap, back to pass, looks left, has a man right in his face, and great pressure by DiMartino as the pass was incomplete, intended for Sims, number 2, and DiMartino was right there to break it up, and I'll tell you, this defense has looked great so far this year, not to jinx them, but I gotta say it.
And DiMartino just about ripped number 2 in half with that tackle.
Who's 47?
47 for us? I don't have the number.
If anybody knows, somebody, I don't know, but Mark Moore's out there as well, so you're right, Lenny. Mark Moore's playing defense as a defensive back. Got Anton Butler out there in the backfield with Mitchell. And you got Brandon Johnson playing 2 ways. He's playing the cornerback right here near us on the right side of the defense.
Well, Brandon Johnson is a cornerback by...
And there's Lewis. They got him. Lewis, his 5th sack of the year. And he picks up right where he left off, and Coelho goes down faster than a train through a car on the tracks.
I could have said something else about going down, but I'll leave that for...
Oh, yeah. Please.
I'll leave it as a family-friendly broadcast.
Okay, a 13-yard loss on the play. They're all the way back to the 25-yard line. Make that a 14-yard loss on the sack by Lewis, his 5th of the year, in just 9 quarters.
E.J. Lewis is just phenomenal.
He's the heart of this defense.
Well, between him and DiMartino, this Knights defense is back to where it used to be.
I'll tell you, Dwight and E.J., and you can't fault Dee Brown or Waring or Edwards either. That's a heck of a front line we have. So the kick will be up. And it's partially touched. And they're just going to let it go here. It's going to bounce towards the midfield and will roll dead about the 48. First down New England, and I'll tell you, that punt somebody got a hand on it.
Yeah, they did. Well, the Knights have been great on putting pressure on the punter. If you remember in Game 1, Dee Brown actually blocked, I think, 2 punts.
That kick goes for only 23 yards. First down New England.
So Tim Rush will lead the troops back onto the field.
Maybe this will be a low-scoring game, so I don't have to hang over the edge and keep putting the numbers up.
I'm glad that guy thinks that was a fucked-up play, because that play we used for a touchdown last week.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything.
And as number 58, Donnell Hill, who one of our buddies here, Lenny Murdo, knows their mother, has back to pass this rush, the throw, complete to Schmidt. First down New England within the 5, but there's a flag on the play.
Holding New England.
It looks like it'll be a holding call against the New England Knights, and I'll tell you, that erases a 40-yard pass. A 45-yard pass. And New England back in their own territory.
Like I said, there should be no such thing as a holding penalty in football. This is football. Get over it.
We got Jerry the King of Warwood in the booth over here.
Well, I'd love to see some puppies right now, but right now all I see are Cowboys and Knights.
Wow.
But anyway.
And you wonder how we work sometimes. We're both as they say with the Red Sox, I know you don't like the Red Sox or anything, but when they won the World Series in 2004, Johnny Davis said, we're a bunch of idiots. Boy, was he right. So, 1st and 20 for the Knights at their own 41. Tim Rush just had a 45-yard pass erase on a holding call. And Rush is throwing that ball well. So Rush takes the snap, back to pass. Looks left, looks right, throws left. Complete to Schmidt. And is brought down after about a 6-7-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and about 14.
See, like I was talking about, with all these holding penalties and everything, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. You're trying to stop the guy from getting the quarterback. Do it by any means necessary.
And check that it's 2nd down because they don't lose it down on the hold call. So it looks 2nd and about 14. For the first time today, Tim Rush is working under center. Takes the snap, makes the pitch to John Chisholm, and it's wrapped up immediately. A loss of 1, it'll be 3rd down.
Now what happened to the forward motion on that one? Or forward progress?
Forward progress. Actually, let's see where they place it. He lost about a half a yard, so he got almost back to the line of scrimmage. So now you got to wonder, what are you going to do here on 3rd down and 14?
4th down, I think.
It's 3rd because they didn't lose the down on the hold call.
Okay.
Again, nothing here in the first quarter between the Knights and the Cowboys. I formation for the Knights here. 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right as Rush gives it to Haslam, who fakes the reverse, gets up the field to the 45. He gains about 7. It'll be fourth down at about 8 or 7.
Who was that, Haslam?
Yep, Jonathan Haslam.
And Jonathan Haslam, as far as I heard, has had 50 yards rushing in 4 carries.
Not too shabby. Now, what do you do here? Looks like they might go for it here. Tim Rush is still in the field for the Knights. They got nothing to lose here. The Cowboys will still be in their own territory, should they not convert. Now we're calling timeout Knights. We'll be back with fourth down in just a moment on AudioSportsOnline.net. 0-0 between the Cowboys and the Knights.
Well, we got the timeout here, and the Knights are playing good defense. They're not as fast as they normally are, and I think that's because of the fact that we're the team that just came off the bus, and we're not really loose yet. Generally, when you get off the bus, it takes you a period to loosen up a little bit. We're certainly, on offense, have openings. It's just that the timing isn't clicking, so I'm looking for bigger things here on the next time we get the ball and we get that lead out of us.
Back here at
just starting to lighten up.
Back here at Wappinger Falls, Hominick is back to punt it away. The snap, and he'll get it off. Great kick by Hominick. It heads all the way down to the 10. And running around the corner and getting free. And he could go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys on a 90-yard return by Regilly Sims. It's 6-0 in favor of the Cowboys. And I'll tell you, Hominick kicked that well. It was right there at the 45. A 35-yard kick, a good job to put it deep in territory, but Regilly Sims turned on the afterburners.
Yeah, you're damn right. And Brandon Johnson just about caught up to him at just about the very end, but he couldn't grab him.
I'm going to put the 6 next to it. 6 points. Touchdown. So the kick, we're going to kick the extra point here. Again, 6-0 the Cowboys here on a 90-yard return by Sims. I'll tell you, both teams have really good kick returners.
You're right, they do.
And the Cowboys are fired up on the near sideline here. The Knights on the opposite side of the field. So here we go. The snap, the spot, it's fumbled, picked up and nailed immediately by E.J. Lewis. Pardon me, that's Anton Butler. The conversion is no good. Vinnie, we're going to go into a break here. You got anything to say?
That's right. Now it's only 6-0, which puts the Cowboys at a very bad disadvantage. Because if the Knights get a touchdown with the extra point, they're up by 1 point. That 1 point could come in big in the game, and it could factor into the decision. So anyways, it's now 6-0 Cowboys instead of 7-0. And Kenny tries to, hopefully Kenny doesn't fall out the window. Kenny tries to update our handmade scoreboard here. So now we got Jeff Coop and Brandon Johnson back to receive the kickoff. I'm sorry, that's Ivan Schmidt back there. Or Justin Sheehan, rather.
That's Schmidt and Brandon Johnson back.
Okay, Schmidt and Brandon Johnson. And then you got a couple people up further. Dwight DiMartino's out there.
So 6-0 here between the Cowboys and the Knights. The Cowboys strike first blood.
Well, I think a gun will beat a sword any day. But
so the Cowboys, on a nice return by Sims, take the lead. The Knights offense, which has been a tiny bit of an Achilles heel so far, they have to get a little more sick as there's a squib kick. Goes to Brandon Johnson at the 20. Johnson cuts around, goes around the corner, trying to get some room, and cuts through to the 31-yard line where it'll be first down New England.
And that looked like a pretty decent return for Brandon Johnson. He tried to get around and just couldn't.
He got 11 on that return. And we got, what's going on here?
Might be the end of the first quarter.
The end of the first quarter play. At the end of one, the Cowboys lead 6-0. You're listening to Knights football on AudioSportsOnline.net and SWE Radio. We'll be back with the second quarter. The Knights will have first and 10 on their own 31.
All right, Len, you got any opinions on the first quarter play so far?
Well, the only thing that I can see is that the Knights still are a little bit tight. As I say, they're the team that got off the bus. We had a long, cramped ride, and they're just not loose. Their timing is off. That's what I see, both offense and defense. And once they loosen up, they're going to be fine. They've had receivers wide open, and just the timing was off on the passes. They had a touchdown call back because the ball was caught out of bounds slightly, but he was out of bounds. So I feel good. I think we're going to do okay.
Tim Rush.
This is the period we start.
Tim Rush will be on their shotgun first and 10, New England at their own 31.
Thank you, Lenny, for that input.
Back to pass is Rush. Looks left, rolls left, and gets room to run. Gets around the corner, sits the sideline, gets out after an 8-yard gain. It'll be second down, New England at the 40.
And Rush rushed for about 8 yards.
So a good little start there as Rush finds some room.
And I don't think Rush was even looking for a pass. I think that Rush was taking it by himself the whole time.
That was a quarterback. Looked like a quarterback bootleg there. No, he's not stealing anything, Vinnie. We're not on Canal Street, New York City. So, under center is Rush. High formation. Fumbled. And then the Cowboys have it. First down Cowboys at the New England 40.
And Rush lost that ball. Must have slipped out of his hands or something.
It was a bobbled snap that never got to him.
Well, the Cowboys take over at about the 41-yard line. And now it's up to the defense.
And that's timing between the center and the quarterback.
Second quarter action between the Cowboys and the Knights. 6-0 Cowboys. First and 10 Cowboys at the 40 of the New England Knights. The Knights got buckled down here quickly. They don't want to fall down 2 scores early.
No, definitely not, especially with not getting the ball in the second half.
Timeout Cowboys.
And see, that's one of the smart things I've seen from Hudson Valley. They're the first team that I've seen do this so far since I've been calling these New England Night games. They won the coin toss and elected to kick off in the first half. That is very smart because of the simple fact that if you're down at the end of the half, you get the ball to start the second half. I have always said that anytime I played video games with football and won the coin toss, I've always elected to kick off in the first quarter. I don't understand why more teams don't do it.
Well, a lot of teams want to try and get that ball first and put the other team in a quick hole.
But you also got to think of the future. If you're down going into the second half, you would like to start out with the ball.
I always like to take new stuff. You got them cool.
Out of the timeout we come now. So Rafael Coelho will lead his team in a short field here, about 40 yards. I'll tell you, there has really not been any offense out of either team. The only touchdown was a punt return.
Well, that's what it was like in the first game.
The one with the sunglasses. So the rush by the Cowboys goes nowhere. So it'll be second down. Second and 10 for the Cowboys. I flat out missed that play. I'm sorry.
That's right, Kenny. You're not getting fired because you're not getting paid.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Cowboys at the 40. Coelho under center. Barks out the signals with an I formation. This is the first time I've seen the I go. As Sims goes in motion right to left. The handoff going straight ahead, and E.J. Lewis wraps him up quick. It'll be 3rd down after a gain of about 1, maybe 2.
It looks like E.J. Lewis is saying that the ball was fumbled and the referees didn't call it.
Very hard to see up here when that happens in a pile of football players.
You're right.
So a gain of about 2. It'll be 3rd and 8. And this is where the Knights have to work a little bit here to keep them from converting the 1st down. As down the sideline, Paul Panessa is warming up. Coelho set as Sims goes in motion from the top to the bottom. Coelho takes a snap. The handoff to 20. It's nailed. He gets knocked down after a 1st down gain of about 12 yards. Down to the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Cowboys.
And that was quite a run. The Knights were caught off guard by that one. And
if Outlaw didn't make that saving tackle, we'd be down another 6.
Yeah, Outlaw finally got to him, made the saving tackle, and we could have been easily down another 6.
So 1st and 10 Cowboys from the New England 27-yard line.
Showing some speed. Facts.
Cowboys are showing a lot of speed so far. And here we go. Coelho under center. Takes the snap. Gives it to a reverse to Sims, who runs around the corner. He's got room. And he's brought down after about a 7-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down.
And I never realized how much of a leaping ability Dwight DiMartino had as he just jumped that entire hurdle.
So 2nd down and about 4. The ball is spotted at the 21-yard line.
They're starting to gain some confidence. You see it.
Definitely, they're gaining some confidence here, the Cowboys. The Knights are on their heels. Coelho back to pass, hands it off, and stopped right there by the Knights. It'll be 3rd down. Good job by Outlaw to knock him down after a 1-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 3. Now, we've seen the kicker in practice for the Cowboys. He can boot from here.
He can. Number 80, who I like to refer to as Carrot Top just because of his head. We don't have a name for him, so I'm going to dub him Carrot Top.
From here, it'll be 37 yards, but we're only at 3rd down. I'm not going to get ahead of myself.
Well, let's hope E.J. Lewis gets another nice sack.
3rd and 3. Coelho under center. He's got 4 receivers. Hands off. Up the gut. And didn't look like he got the 1st down. We'll see where the ball's marked, but it's close to the 1st down.
It's going to be 4th down.
It's going to be 4th and 1, and they're going to come on the field and kick.
No, they're going for it.
They're going to go for it on 4th and 1. Okay, well, the Knights hold them on 3rd. Now they got to hold them on 4th. They might go with a quarterback sneak here. It looks like it's less than half a yard.
Possibility they got to have the front end, the front line, the D line. They need to have it stacked.
And here we go, 4th and 1 from the 18. They need to get to the 17. 2 receivers, 3 men in the backfield. Looks like they're going to try and push it here. Coelho under center takes the snap, the handoff, and brought down immediately by Dozer. DiMartino, as Outlaw wrapped him up, he broke free, but just in time as DiMartino knocks him down, and the Knights will take over on downs.
And that's New England Knights defense. That's the defense we were talking about last year that we did not see. And now the offensive line comes out into the field as Tim Rush leads the pack.
That's a good stop right there by the Knights to quell this pressure. It'll be 1st and 10, New England at their own 23.
Oh, that was a beautiful stop. Outlaw wrapped him up just enough so that DiMartino could come in and make that nice tackle.
Yeah, that was a good double team there.
That's right.
And Outlaw showed he could play a really good defense so far this year.
Yes. Is Outlaw one of our rookies?
Yes. Flag on the play. Handoff goes to Susko up the middle. Gains about 8. We'll see the flag. It looks like it's an offsides against the Cowboys. That'll be the Cowboys' first penalty of the day.
But I think they're declining it. No, they're not. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. So they mark off the 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5. Now, the reason why they took the 5 instead of the 8.
Get the first down back.
Yeah. You don't lose the down. So 1st and 5. The Knights at the 28. Rush under center takes the snap. Pitches it to Snowden, who gives it to Schmidt. He has room to run now. He goes across, and he's going to get the 1st and more. Across, and he could go. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, New England!
Nope, flag on the play.
He knocked him down at the 1 anyway.
Actually, he's out of bounds to 1, but there's a penalty flag on the play. Let's see what happens here.
That was a late flag. That flag didn't come down until he broke clear.
Until Schmidt broke clear, that flag did not come down. Must have been a hold there. And they're calling against the Knights, holding against the Knights.
That's not fair. That is not fair. That happened after he broke free. That should not count against them. Because obviously the guy that was held would have had no way to get to Schmidt anyways. These rules need to be revised. We got to call Paul Tagliabue or whoever the commissioner is.
Roger Goodell.
Whoever he is. And get these rules changed. Because that's not fair.
So I think it will be 1st down for New England again.
No, what I mean was, I didn't see a hold. He did once that he broke through, he just threw the flag. Like, I'm going to get this one back. That was poor. That was very poor.
So it'll be 1st down for the Knights.
Not to mention, if you're looking at the ball carrier, why are you going to look at the backfield?
So it's again 1st down 7 now. So the Knights did not lose it down again. That's a good thing. The bad thing was it was a 70-some-odd yard rush. As Rush rolls left, looks to throw, gets around the man, gets another guy, and is knocked down.
Might have got the 1st down. It's pretty close.
Get very close to the 1st down. Let's see where they mark it. A gain of at least 7. And they're calling for the chains. Let's see how close it is. Second quarter action between the Cowboys and the Knights. The score of the Cowboys leads 6-0.
Now, see, this would be very hard for the officials. There are absolutely no line markers out there with the exception of the every 10 yards. It must be very hard to have to mark off every 5 yards or even every yard for the chains.
Can you see the ball down there?
I can't. It'll be
It's just short, about a foot. So 2nd down in inches for the Knights.
Well, at least that run by Schmidt put a little fear in them. They know we can break it.
water timeout.
A water timeout here. We'll be back with more action on OUSportsOnline.net.
Now, Lenny brought up an interesting point. about he didn't even see a hold in the backfield. You want to elaborate on that?
Well, again, I don't want to sound like a homer, but I was watching the line pretty close to see who was doing the blocking because I'm doing the stats up here. And the ball carrier was 4 or 5 yards in front of where the official made the call. He had already broken through the line and looked like he was on his way, and the flag came out. There was nobody around the ball carrier, so if there was a hold, it was well behind where the ball was. And that should be a no call. The play was 4 yards in front of him. All I can say is I think that was a blown call. But again, I'm not down on the field and see who got in front of the officials, but it definitely was a non-call in my determination.
Kenny just hit his humorous, and it wasn't that funny. There's a snap from Tim Rush, and looks like a rush from, I'm going to say Susko, but I can't tell. I can't. That was Susko.
And it gets the first down.
First down. Okay, Kenny is in pain.
Ah!
Kenny, you're up here. You're not supposed to get hurt.
I'd rather get hit by EJ at this point. No offense to you, EJ. Again, the Hudson Valley Cowboys with a record of 1-1. They lost to the Miners, the Nepo Miners, in Week 1, 30-0, and they won 14-12 over the Brooklyn Blue Devils.
Who we don't play this year.
Rush under center, 1st and 10 from the 32. Give it to Snowden, who gets it to Schmidt on the reverse. And a fumble. And I think Schmidt recovered it.
Yeah, Schmidt must have recovered it because I didn't see the Cowboys start jumping around.
Schmidt did get recovered, but it's a big loss of yardage. A loss of 9 on the play. Will be 2nd and 19 back at the 25.
They tried to do the same reverse play that Schmidt got through on the last time with that beautiful run that was called back. I think it was shady officiating on that one. But you can't change the past. You got to look towards the future.
Oh yeah, you said it. Rush under center, 2nd and 17. Rush rolls right, looks to throw. It's headed for Ricky Rivera, but it goes wide. It'll be 3rd down. And he threw that one sidearm.
Yeah, he did. It looked like Jeff Nelson on that one. So 3rd down and 19. Pass play.
So third about, actually 17, I think.
Schmidt is 2 for 9 passing.
Rush?
No, Rush, I mean.
Rush is 2 for 9 passing today.
So back to pass. Rush rolls right, looks to throw, tries to sidearm it to Ivan Schmidt. It'll be 4th down, and Homnick will come in to punt. And Sims already has 1 return.
Is in the punt.
2 for 10 for 20 yards.
Never mind, that's Tom Nedwerski, number 19.
Who?
No. That's
Mike Homnick.
Number 19, Tom Nedwerski.
I don't know why that is, but Homnick's the punter.
Okay, well, Homnick's in there.
Sims is back deep at his own 31-yard line to retrieve Homnick's punt. Here we go, the snap. Homnick has it, gets it off. It's a nice kick, sailing, hits the ground, and takes a New England bounce, taken there by Sims, and bull rush, but gets away. Around the corner to the 30, the 40, the 50. A flag on the play to the 40, and finally knocked out about the nerve flag on the play. Looks like a face mask on New England on that second one.
Well, if that's the only way to get him down, go for it.
But if you face mask somebody, it could really hurt someone.
Big deal. It's football. You get hurt all the time. Deal with it.
What happens when you snap your neck?
That's a risk to take.
I'll be interested in this call to the first flag because he threw it when the ball carrier was about 10 yards in front of him. He already passed where the penalty was. and there was nobody there. I have no idea what that
It was the first call was a hold against the Cowboys, and then a face mask against the Knights, and it washes out. It'll be first down and 10 for the Cowboys in New England territory here in the second quarter.
I don't know. I think football's got too many rules, and they have too many. Well, wait a minute. They're going to repunt. Hominick's back out on the field.
So the play goes back, and Hominick will get to repunt.
And in all fairness to the officials, that was a worse call against the Cowboys than it was against us the first time.
Well, you heard that by Lenny. It was the worst call against the Cowboys than it was the first time against the Knights. I don't know. These officials are calling penalties that don't even contribute to the game. And here comes Hominick again.
So Hominick,
and this time Dwight DiMartino's out there.
now Hominick, a product out of Daniel Hand High School in Madison, Connecticut. Another excellent football program in the state of Connecticut. As down there on the sideline, Pat King has been warming up for a couple minutes.
Now what's going on? They're changing players right in the middle of the field. This should be a delayed game.
So Sims is back deep to his own 30 again as we get to the re-kick the punt.
What's going on?
The officials timeout. And now he's calling him set.
All right, something weird. What the hell is going on here?
This may be the 4-minute warning.
4 minutes or 2 minutes? These referees don't know what the hell they're doing. Greg Volpe's questioning these officials on the sideline. He's yelling at them, finding out what the hell is going on.
Okay, whose pocket are the refs in here? Who paid for him from the Cowboy sideline?
I don't know, but I have suspicions.
We paid $2.30.
The snap, high one. Hominick will get off another beautiful line drive kick. Takes a great bounce to Sims. And Johnson gets stiff-armed, and there goes Sims again. And there they go, a double hit by Haslam and Johnson. And Sims is stopped dead in his tracks.
And Haslam and Johnson crushed him like an inside-out Oreo cookie.
A 55-yard punt. Return of 9. So a 46-yard net punt. Not bad at all.
No, not bad at all.
So first and 10 Cowboys at their own 39-yard line. And with that, because that kick went from the 25, that kick took a nice New England bounce out of a nice line drive.
Well, the Knights definitely got a better kick out of it this time.
And then the Cowboys are in their own territory. First and 10 at the 39 of their own 39. Coelho under center. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Hands it off. And the runner goes nowhere. That's number 37, Frank Nesbitt, the fullback. A loss of maybe a half yard on the play.
All right, I'm just putting out a disclaimer out here. I know absolutely nothing about the rules of football. I call it the way I see it, and if I don't like the rule, I'll tell them they should change it. Personally, I think that football is a game where you're meant to get hurt, and if you're going to cry and whine about a hold or something like that, get out of the game.
You said it, Vinny. You said it. Second and 10 for the Cowboys, their own 38. Takes the snap as Coelho, and E.J. Lewis was right there. And it's dropped by the running back, number 20, Miguel Brooks, as E.J. Lewis was all over Coelho.
Now, would that be considered... Now, let me ask, that was such a short pass. Could that be considered a handoff and a fumble?
No, it was forward.
Oh, it was forward. It looked like it was lateral.
A lateral would have been a fumble. So Coelho gets lucky, although he did wind up on his back.
They're punting.
They're getting ready for the next play. They don't get the third down here. So Lewis, with another quarterback pressure, he's had quite a few of those already as well.
Yeah, Lewis, like I said, he's just phenomenal on the D-line. When you get him and D. Brown there, That's a 1-2 punch like Mike Tyson. Or Floyd Money Mayweather to get current.
Although Mortley is down there actually on the defensive line now. Outlaw's been a heck of a linebacker. The back to pass is Coelho. Looks to throw, has nowhere to throw, rolls left.
And
Mortley almost gets to him, and they get him down. They got him. As the dozer, DiMartino, gets him. And E.J. Lewis is complaining to the ref here, but better watch your mouth, Lewis. We might cost us some yards.
Now, would that be considered a sack because it was behind the line of scrimmage?
He just got back to the line of scrimmage, so no.
Oh.
But fourth down, and Brandon Johnson will come in to return the punt, along with Mark Moore.
Wow. Mark Moore's just an all-around athlete, is what I'm seeing, just by these first 3 games.
Wide receiver, defensive back, quarterback, and now punt returner.
Well, a punt returner could be a wide receiver.
So we'll have a kick away here. It's up. A short kick. Those let it bounce. And it'll be first down New England at their own 20.
All right, they got 80 yards to go. I don't know what the official time is, but I got to say we're approaching a 2-minute warning.
That was let's see here, a 41-yard punt, nothing on the return for Panessa. The Knights looking to try and get on the board here before half, because the Cowboys will start the second half of the ball. Second quarter action, Knights trail the Cowboys 6-0.
2-minute warning.
We're at the 2-minute warning now, so here we go. And in there to play quarterback is Pat King, number 16. Rush is on the sideline. Pat King getting a chance here. King there takes the snap. Back to pass. Looks left. Looks down the field. Throws. Well overthrown out of bounds.
Had a man open, boy.
Yeah, man open. That was Rivera.
Schmidt. Oh. Yeah, Rivera.
As the ball was well overthrown out of bounds, and King comes to the sideline to get the play, and Rush is still sitting there on the sideline. Rush is 2 of 10 for 20 yards in this game, and now King is 0 for 1.
Now, I saw a Cowboy jump off sides, and there was no flag thrown. Oh, yes, there was.
So that play is dead, so we'll give King a new slate.
Wow, I didn't see a flag thrown, did you?
I didn't see one.
And I thought he got back, to be honest with you.
So 1st and 5 at the 25.
There's another one.
And a flag on the play.
That's got to be another blatant offsides.
Might be a false start against New England.
It's coming back against him.
You've got to be kidding me.
It's an offside against the Cowboys, and the New England Knights will have a first down and 10 at the 30.
You know, it's about time these people are calling offsides when they need to. These false starts are ridiculous.
One official actually called it against us. But I guess he was overruled. That's a great way to get a first down. You don't take any time off the clock.
So 1st and 10. King has the ball. He has room to run across the 30.
No, he doesn't.
That gets to the 31, a gain of 32 against 2.
He had no room to run. But the Cowboys take a timeout, I think. These Cowboys...
He should have gotten out of bounds.
Timeout Knights.
Oh, timeout Knights. These Cowboys are very unorganized.
They're jumping offside lots, which means they're showing a lot of blitz.
All right, while we're in timeout, Lenny, give us some of your thoughts on this second quarter of play so far.
Well, first of all, we look lethargic. Timing is off. People are playing out of position. We have a few guys down, and that makes it very tough on the defense because when you play alongside of somebody for a long period of time, you know what their tendencies are, and you have a tendency to fill holes that they might leave, and they'll fill holes that you might leave. But we don't see that with new people in the line. The other thing that I see is that on offense, our timing still is not there. Just definitely not there. There's a change in quarterback, and the first play was a long pass. I think I would have got my feet under myself first, but I'm not going to second-guess anybody.
All right, thank you, Len, and we're back. Rush with Pat King under center.
A screen pass to Coop, who got the first down more across the 50 to the 47-yard line of the Cowboys. A gain of 22 on the play, and
no huddle.
I'll tell you, on the first throw by King, it gets 22.
It's first down, not third down.
They'll fix that soon enough as King from the shotgun looks to throw. Throws. Where was he throwing that to?
He was throwing to the ref.
Maybe somebody zigged when they should have zagged there, but I'm not sure. They'll be second down and 10 from the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
No, it looks like Rivera was staked out where he was supposed to be, and King really overthrew him.
I think it sailed on him.
All right, so it'll be second and 10 from about the 46. Pat King and Ricky Rivera bringing in the play.
Again, within 2 minutes here of the half being over, 6-0 in favor of Hudson Valley.
The Knights need a big play to get on the board.
They had 2 big plays called back already.
Yeah, one of them was very, very questionable, at least.
From the shotgun, Pat King takes the snap, back to pass, looks left, throws deep for the end zone. Caught by Schmidt, but it's out of his hands and out of bounds. Chris Schmidt made a one-handed catch for the ground and lost it loose, and it would have been out of bounds anyway, unless it was the rule is 1 foot, not 2.
Wow.
Schmidt showing some acrobatics there. I'll tell you, New England has 2 quarterbacks with arms.
They do, but they got to get the accuracy down. The length of throw and the power is fine, but they need the accuracy.
Yeah.
Timing, way off.
So 3rd and 10. Again, King from the shotgun. Back to pass again. Looks left, looks right. Throws deep down the field. Intercepted by the Cowboys. That's Sims. Oh no. Breaks another tackle across the 30 to the 40. And finally brought down by Haslam. It'll be 1st and 10 Cowboys at their own 40. He had Coop open, but it sailed a little bit, and Sims makes the interception.
Is there a call on the field, or is that halftime?
No, just marking the ball.
Oh, okay. All right, well, when the Knights get back to their tent over there for halftime, Coach Volpe's really got to motivate them somehow to get their timing back on track. Because, yes, we have a tent as a dressing room this week. It's better than New Jersey last year where we had no dressing room whatsoever. Then again, people didn't hear that game because there was no broadcast.
Which game was that?
That was the playoff game in New Jersey that we went down to.
That was the most god-awful field I ever saw in my life. I thought it was going to sink right into the mud.
Timeout.
So timeout Cowboys here. 6-0 Cowboys in the second. You're listening to Night Football on AudioSportsOnline.net.
And SportsWire Entertainment Radio. Once again, surf on over to SportsWire Entertainment Radio for all your SportsWire entertainment needs, SWERadio.tripod.com. Also, surf on over to our New England Knights website, www.NEKnights.com, for all your New England Knights news and information and up-to-date. Once again, the Knights are 1-0-1. The Cowboys are 1-1, and we're waiting for this timeout to be over. Let me go over a couple of our sponsors quickly while this timeout is going on. First, we'd like to thank Baybrook Remodelers and Obstetrics, Gynecology, and Menopause Physicians, Creative Dimensions, New Haven County Medical Association, Busco Corporation.
And we got 1st down 10 for the Cowboys here on their own 40. We're very close to the half. 6-0 in favor of the Cowboys. Coelho under center as the tag goes in motion. the handoff, and there's a flag on the play. Looks like it'll go against the Knights. It'll probably be an offside as Brooks brings it up for a gain of 1 or 2, but let's see what the call is. It's a false start against the Cowboys, so they lose 5.
Ball dead?
I thought so too, but
These officials don't know jack.
oh no, who cares? We just lost, gained 5 yards on them.
But still, these officials, I'm sorry, have not gone to refereeing school. They probably went to clown college.
This is like the time we had the game in West Haven against Pittsfield last year.
Yeah, no kidding.
Forget about it. That was like 4.5 hours. You remember that game, right, Lenny?
Oh, legal formation.
Oh, legal formation, then you have to let the play run. Again, the coaches, I forgot to say the coaches for the Cowboys is Larry Green. For the Knights, Greg Volpe.
How do you have an illegal formation? Was it like a D form instead of an I form?
He had a tackle lined up as a receiver and he probably didn't check in.
Oh, okay.
So 1st and 15 for the Cowboys at their own 35.
It was number 70-something.
Coelho under center, 3 backs in the backfield. Whoa. Takes the snap. The handoff goes to 15, and he's knocked there immediately. A lot of people on that tackle. DiMartino, Lewis, and 41, Antoine Dahmers. That's the first time we said his name today.
Finishing up our sponsors, we have Allstate, we have Yale New Haven Hospital, Brown and Knapp LLC, Marquetti, Brown and Bishop, and that's it for our sponsors. As well as we'd like to thank McGuire's Sports Bar on Berlin Turnpike in Newington for last week's post-game party.
So it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Cowboys at their own 35. And that'll do it for the half. At the end of one half of play, the Cowboys lead the Knights by a score of 6-0. We'll be back with the second half on AudioSportsOnline.net. Vinnie, you and Lenny want to do a halftime show?
Well, yes. Lenny and I are going to continue on for a halftime show. Oh, wrong way. You're upside down. Okay.
Am I on now?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I'm just finishing up some stats here. Vin, all I can say is it's been an ugly game.
Yes, it has.
Both teams look like they're a little bit out of sync. There have been too many penalties for the third game of the season. The timing, the plays should be much more fluid than they are. But because we have so few starters, we're missing a few starters, it just throws everything off. DiMartino was going both ways on every play, where last week he was able to catch a blow now and then. And, that's got to be tough on a very humid day like this. But again, we're just not playing up to our ability. The Cowboys have looked good on a couple of plays, but again, their penalties have hurt them too. The officiating is the worst I've seen in this league. The two calls, what I was trying to say was, let's say the official is at the 40-yard line. The ball carrier is well past him, going toward the line of scrimmage. He's down anywhere from 5 to 6 yards, and then a flag comes out for something that happened in the backfield. Now, if it's a personal foul, okay, but he's calling holds. Well, that has no bearing on the play whatsoever, and is supposed to be a non-call. Guy is 20 yards away from the ball carrier, and the ball carrier is a hell of a lot faster than he is. There's no way he's going to get to him. So why these calls are being made, I don't know. And the one that hurt us was the one where we went about 60 yards and were knocked out at the 1-yard line when we had a chance to move in and tie the game. But that call went against us. And again, I think I said initially that our ball carrier was anywhere from 6 to 8 yards past where the penalty was called. So he had already cleared that area. But to even things out, the officials had a call going against the Cowboys, and it had to be 20 yards. The ball carrier was way up the field when the flag came out. and he called a hold. He didn't call a personal foul. So I'm just amazed when I see things like that happen. There were a couple of Cowboy calls where they jumped off but checked back, and he actually called them offsides on it. So the Cowboys haven't really gotten the better of the officiating calls. They certainly haven't helped us, but I think the Cowboys were probably hurt more than we were. I think our biggest problem is, again, with the timing and people playing out of position. We've come so close to breaking things. The Cowboys right now, I see that one running back that they have, whose name I don't have because I'm doing statistics, but the little scat back, he's just been incredible. If we could keep him under wraps, I don't think anybody else is carrying the ball. And we just don't have the pressure on the quarterback that we have when our full defense is here. And as you know, that's the hallmark of our team. Although, we have a 6-0 game, so, anything could happen. But I'd like to see the offense go to a little more rushing. And up the middle has been our strong suit, and I'd like to see that happen. These long passes are just not doing us any good. Our passing completion is under 20%, and all you're doing is throwing plays away. So I'd like to see a little more of the rushing offense.
You're right, but I want to go back to one thing you said about seeing some of the Cowboys jump off sides and check back. So you're able to go past the line of scrimmage as long as you get back into position?
Yeah, when you're playing defense, you can go offside as long as you're back before the ball is snapped. Obviously, if you're on offense and you move, that's encroachment. All they have to do is touch you, and that's a 5-yard penalty because they call that drawing the player off. So on defense, I mean, you can go back, say hello to the quarterback as long as you don't touch him, and then get back behind the line of scrimmage, and there's no call.
See, I was always under the impression that the defense had to stay behind the line of scrimmage until the ball was snapped.
Well, they do. But if they go over the line of scrimmage and check back before the ball is snapped, it's perfectly okay. The offense is the one that can't go across the line. And they can't move. Once they go into a set position, they can't move. So they get down on 3 and they stay there until the ball is snapped. If they make any motion at all, even a rock of the head, the official could use that as calling them, saying that they drew the defense offside. And it's a good rule because it does kind of level out the game. If you're able to just shake your head and get these guys to jump off, the offense would never get off the field.
Now, I want to ask you, you played football back in the day. When you played football, did they have face guards on the helmets?
No. But they weren't leather helmets. They were plastic helmets, but no, we did not have face guards.
Okay, so basically the face masking penalty came about when they put the face guards on.
Actually, it came a while later. There were a lot of neck injuries at first because people were using the face mask. There was no official rule for face masks, so you could actually grab the face mask and drag a guy down. But after a few, chipped necks and broken necks, the rule went into effect. And again, that rule has changed now. It used to be 15 yards no matter what. Now the official has the discretion to say whether it was intended or non-intended. It's a 5-yard if you, reach in and just happen to grab the face mask. But if you grab a face mask and don't let go, then it's the 15-yard variety. And these guys are just so big and strong now, they'll just snap your head off. I mean, the helmets are form-fitted. We had an old net in ours, and you were able to tighten up the net a little bit, but you still got a lot of concussions. Now the helmets are lined with airbags, and they have ports on it where you stick the pin in, and you blow it in and just form it right to your head. So that has really cut down on the concussions, but again, there's not a heck of a lot you can do about broken necks, so that's why the face guard rule is in there.
So basically, you're saying that the helmets are, well, I mean, obviously they're there to protect the head, but the league pays more attention to the head than the neck.
Well, it's a combination of things. I don't think you want any player hurt. They have rules, where the knee pads have to be on. We played 3 or 4 years ago in a league where you didn't have to wear the knee pads. So, they are looking out for the health of these players. And again, when you're playing minor pro football, nobody's getting paid. If you have insurance at work and you get hurt playing football, that insurance doesn't cover you. So the league does have insurance that we can get for games. It's up to the players to get their own. So the league is out there to protect them as much as possible because most of these kids can't afford their own insurance.
Right.
And, you know, the improvements that they've made in equipment with the shoulder pads, the girdles, etc., just make these guys feel like they're invincible. So they hit a lot harder than they did before. And when you get these, 300-pounders just batting heads with one another, you can really do some damage. So the officials do have a big job in trying to protect these guys. As you know, 4 years ago, we had a player killed in West Haven in one of our games. It was an absolutely clean hit, thank God, but the young man was killed, broke his neck on the field, and was dead before he hit the ground. Again, it was an absolutely clean hit, but the young man was killed. And, the equipment can go just so far, so it really is up to the officials to control the game in that regard.
Gotcha. Well, the teams are making their way back out. Halftime is just about over. We're going to take a quick break here on AudioSportsOnline.net, unless Kenny has anything to add for halftime. Okay, Lenny?
Well, I just want to give a shout-out to Shreveport, Louisiana, and Big Ed Demmel, and Nunu, his lovely wife. Eddie was a great player back in the early 60s at Shreveport. Great running back, a heck of a defensive player, and still holds some Louisiana State rushing records. He was one of the first guys to go over 300 yards in a game when he picked up 327 yards in his senior season. So, Eddie, I hope you and your guys are out there enjoying the game, and that beautiful cheerleader that you married, Nunu, is serving you guys beers and hot wings and a little jambalaya. So just keep listening and keep cheering, man. We need some of your expertise out here, and maybe we'll dress you up for our next game.
Thank you, Lenny. And we also want to mention that our owner, Stephen Fleischman, is also listening on AudioSportsOnline.net to this game, and we want to give a big shout-out to him. And we're about set for the second half. Remember, the Hudson Valley Cowboys will receive in the second half, and that proves to be big. So,
let's see what adjustments Coach Volpe has made.
Yeah, let's see what kind of adjustments Coach Volpe has made during halftime, as we were all huddled by the tent that we have, and looked like a big campfire, but we were there, and Coach had to be getting his team together, as Hominick practicing his punts.
So the Cowboys will receive the ball start the second half after deferring their choices in the first half.
Well, like I said, that was smart, and I have always thought of it that way, being smart.
And I'll tell you, I'm sorry if I sound a little out of it. It's really, really muggy here in Wappinger Falls.
Well, not to mention you just had a whole thing of cheese fries.
Okay, Tim Rush is 2 for 10.
Tim Rush, going over some first half stats, Tim Rush is 2 for 10 for how many yards?
20 yards.
2 for 10 for 20 yards, averaging 10 yards per pass per completion.
King is 1 for 4 with an interception.
King is 1 for 4 with an interception.
For 22 yards.
For 22 yards per completion. All right.
So here we go. Tommy the Toe Catero will kick it off. Back deep is Sims.
And looks like they're confused on where to line up.
Sims is back deep as well as John Barry. Here we go. The Toe kicks it off, a low line drive kick. Good play there, and by Sims to pick it up. He gets across the field. He's got room to run up to the 50, and finally brought down the goal. Picked up by the Cowboys. A saving tackle by Tommy the Toe Catero.
Wow, he might just... No, I'm not saying nothing.
And they'll start deep in Knights territory at the 38-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10.
All right. We rarely ever see Tommy the Toe have to make a tackle on his own kickoff. But he made the saving tackle there. But that did prove one thing. Sims could fumble the ball.
Oh, yes.
Sims also broke 4 tackles.
Yeah. Sims broke 4 tackles but fumbled the ball. So.
He's a little guy, but he runs very hard.
And those are the little guys you really have to worry about because they're so small and they're built low to the ground. They can slip through big guys' tackles.
You're right. I mean, look at Nelly in the longest yard.
Good point. So 1st and 10. Rafael Coelho is the quarterback for the Cowboys.
We need a turnover.
Under center. Takes the snap. The handoff. Right up the gut. And brought down for about a gain of 2 by DiMartino. That's number 15. Andre Japan.
Who's 78?
78 for the Knights is, I have no idea.
I have no clue.
Ugh. Anyways, 2nd and 8 for the Cowboys at the 35. Coelho under center. Puts the man in motion. That's Brooks. The pitch goes to Japan again, who lunges forward to about the 30. It'll be 3rd down.
And you said his last name is Japan?
Yep, with 2 P's instead of 1.
Japan.
B.J. Lewis was down the play, shaken up. Lewis trying to walk it off here. And they're going to bring in 21, Alden Christian, to replace him for at least 1 play. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Looks like he's favoring that left leg or ankle. Maybe the knee.
Coelho from underneath center. I formation with 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. The Cowboys going left to right, the Knights going right to left on your computer screen. Coelho barks out the signals, puts a man in motion, takes the snap. Hands off to Japan, but nowhere to go. Fumble!
And this time the Knights got it. No,
nope.
they didn't.
Yes,
they
Knights
did.
have it. 1st down, Knights.
Wow, I thought they got away from the Knights for a second there.
That was DiMartino with the recovery.
DiMartino with the fumble recovery. That's he's done everything so far.
Sorry. Thank you. I'm really sorry.
Hold on while I have to take care of something.
All right. Wow, Tim Rush leads the... Is it Pat King now or Tim Rush? I believe it's Pat King leading the charge. Oh, no, it is Tim Rush. Tim Rush leading the Knights offense back onto the field. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Fakes the hands it off.
Snowden has it. He has room.
Snowden,
He gets
got
the
the
first
first down.
And we're talking, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
What?
You owe me a Coke. We were saying the same exact thing. So a gain of 11, 1st and 10 for New England at their own 48. And New England is looking to try and move the ball here. 6-0 Cowboys here in the 3rd.
Well, let's hope that whatever Volpe told them during halftime really worked off.
I asked for the running game. It looks like we're going to do it.
Well, you got Sutko and Snowden in the backfield.
You took the words right out of my mouth. So rush back under center here. A pro split back formation. Hand off to Susko. Susko bulls up the middle, gets about 3 across the midfield line. He'll be 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and 8.
One thing I've noticed, Nick Susko coming over from tight end to the fullback position, he is one tough mofo.
Oh, yeah. So 2nd and 8. Or, yeah, about 7.5. Just inside the midfield line.
There's a little chance to rest.
On the Cowboys ball.
Much faster than offense. I mean, they're reactive. What the offense does.
So rush I formation, takes the handoff to Cecil Snowden, who was brought down the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, at the 48, a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and 10. And now, if you're Tim Rush, do you throw the ball now?
I think you got to go for a little short dump pass right over the middle, just to move the ball up a little bit. Remember, it's the short passes that really kill the defense, and that's not what we've seen so far from the Knights offense, at least.
So Tim Rush will work under center here, 3rd and 10. Takes the snap. Takes the handoff, looks to throw. Deep throws, complete to Coop, a 1st down to the 30.
Come on, guys, hold on to the ball.
A gain of 22 on the play. It's 1st down, New England.
And that was a nice short pass. That's what they needed. So now the Knights are moving the ball. They're into the Cowboys' territory at the 30.
Ball placed right at the 30-yard line. The Knights have something cooking here. So Rush now has 3 completions for 42 yards on the day as he's back to give it off to Haslam, who heard the corner. He got the 1st and more.
Wow!
It slipped down around the 10-yard line, but a gain of 19 on the play. It's 1st down, New England.
And he went airborne on that one.
Air Haslam. It is 1st and 10. They can get a 1st down at the 1-yard line, 1.5. They're at the 11. A gain of 19 by Haslam.
I asked for the running game, I got it.
So 1st and 10, and Rush under center here. Takes the snap. Hands off to Haslam up the middle. Gets down about maybe the 3-yard line or so. Let's see where they mark it. I stand corrected. It's at the 5.
And Lenny Murdo said during halftime he asked for the rushing game, and that's exactly what the Knights are doing.
So 2nd down and about 4.5.
Let's go up the middle.
As you heard,
Does
Lenny.
he have him in? He doesn't have him in.
Nope, Susko's not in. Only Haslam.
Well, there we go. 4 receivers set.
Nobody to block for him.
Back to passes. Is touchdown, New England. The throw by Rush to Coop, and New England's on the board.
And that
a 5-yard pass.
And that is where that. Well, I'm not going to say anything until we actually get it. But now it's 6-6 Knights.
So 6-6 now, and Katero will come in to kick the extra point, and try and get the lead as Pat King will hold it.
See, I don't have the actual form, so I'm just going to do the Sonny Plus.
And DiMartino's in there.
He's in there to block. The snap, the spot, the kick is up. The kick is good, and the Knights take a 7-6 lead. Vinnie?
And that is where that missed extra point opportunity for the Cowboys really comes into effect. Now that it's 7-6, they have that 1-point advantage, and now the defense has to defend that 1 point. Now, obviously, 1 point is pretty much nothing in football when even a safety is 2 points. But the fact is that that 1 point really could stir the pot a little bit.
So again, a 5-yard pass from Rush to Coop, and the Knights have a 1-point lead.
And Tommy the Toe set to kick it off.
Back deep is Sims and Barry.
Kick it away from Sims.
And here we go, the kick. A nice kick. A line drive goes over Barry's head. Takes a nice bounce to stay out of the end zone. Picked up at the 5 by Sims. Sims jogs, and it's brought down by, oh no, they got him inside the 5-yard line.
Beautiful.
Great play by the Knights defenses. In there on the play was John Shannon, number 44.
Look, King, number 10, made the tackle.
King made the tackle, and Shannon was in there as well as DiMartino.
That was beautiful. But Sims slipped up a bit. Somebody grabbed a hold of his jersey, but either way, they got him inside the 5.
Pardon me, they're going to mark it at the 10-yard line, but still, excellent territory for the Knights that can't get him in.
They brought it back further than that.
I guess they gave him forward progress.
On a kick return?
It works on every play.
I
hope you didn't eat Taco Bell, Vinnie.
No, I didn't. That wasn't me.
Is that you, Murdo?
All right, we're live on the air here.
So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. They're going to try and answer back here after the Knights draw first blood in the second half. Coelho under center. He's got 3 receivers. Man goes in motion. That's number 82. So he takes the snap. The handoff to Japan goes nowhere. It's second down.
And Japan just got Pearl Harbored.
That was just Sean Reeves who went in motion there for the Cowboys. Third quarter, Knights lead the Cowboys 7-6. Second and 10 from their own 10. How big would it be here if the Knights get a 3-and-out deep in territory?
Yeah, no kidding. It'd be a short field after a punt.
So Coelho back under center of the eye. And flags all over the place. It's got to be against the Cowboys for a false start.
I think that's against us. Somebody on the right side jumped the line unless he was drilling off. He's talking to the Cowboys.
It's against the Cowboys for a false start. I'll back up 5 yards to the 5, where it'll be 2nd and 15.
This is where D. Brown always puts up big.
So 2nd and 15 from their own 5. And the Knights side of the field is fired up, trying to fire that defense up. Coelho under center for the Cowboys. Barks out the signals. I formation here. They take the snap, flag on the play. It's against the Knights. It'll be an offside, so that'll just bring it back to the original line of scrimmage as DiMartino jumps way offside. It's against the Knights. It's a 5-yard penalty.
He was way offsides.
That brings it back to the original line of scrimmage, the 10.
Well, it's a little cooler now that we're in the shade.
Yeah.
I gotta get the ones ready for the next score. So 2nd and 10 from the Cowboys 10. Back to pass, Coelho looking right, throws right, incomplete. Intended for 81, Curtis Slim Walker.
Somebody's down on our guys.
It'll be
Cliff
3rd
King
and 10.
almost had it. Uh-oh. Who's
Another
that?
man down for the Knights. It's Outlaw.
Oh, no.
And going in for Outlaw is John Shannon, number 44. So 3rd and 10 here from their own 10. The Cowboys have the ball here in the third quarter. 7-6 Knights. Cowboys going left to right on your computer screen. The Knights are going right to left. Coelho barks out the signals. Takes the snap. Handoff to Japan. Running up the sideline is cut down by DiMartino, and it'll be 4th down. Gain of 5 on the play to the 15. And if the Cowboys are smart, which they are, they're going to kick it away.
Yeah, but you got to watch. That's going to be a punt very deep in their own end zone.
Well, better to do it there than mess up a 4th down and wind up at the 15 in their eyes.
DiMartino has 4 solos and 8 assists.
So back deep, Moore and Johnson. Moore's about the 45. Johnson's backing up to about the 45.
And Dwight DiMartino, 4 solo tackles and 8 assists on the game so far. And
a flag on the play. What the heck's going on here now?
For what?
It's a delay of game against the Cowboys. They'll back them up 5 yards.
That's got to help us. Field position.
So Moore at the 50, Johnson at the 40. That is the Cowboys 40, that is. Mighty Mike Panessa to kick it away. Snap gets up, and then he just gets it off. He'll head to Mark Moore at the 40. And it's brought down at the 42. The Knights will have a short field.
That was a late hit. Blatantly late hit by number 39. Where's the flag on?
So 1st and 10 Knights at the Cowboys 42. You're listening to 2008 Knights Action, a hard-hitting Knights Action on AudioSportsOnline.net.
Alright, so here we go.
And marked off at the 41, so 1st and 10. The Knights could definitely be a boost here with another score. But so far this season, the Knights have only allowed 20 points on defense. Not too shabby. Rush under center. Handoff to John Chisholm. He'll get across the 40.
Number 23.
Chisholm to the 20 to the 439, and it'll be 2nd and 7.
So I was thinking it was 25.
So Knights going back to their smash mouth running offense here in the 3rd quarter.
And Snowden comes in.
Fresh backs, I love it.
We have a lot of a running game. I see number 21 doing something out there.
Susko and Snowden in the backfield. Receivers are Schmidt, Seaton, Smith, Coop, and Rivera. As Rush goes back to pass, looks down the left side, goes deep, complete, 1st down, touchdown, New England! And the Knights take a 13-6 lead on a 39-yard throw from Tim Rush to Ivan Schmidt.
Beautiful.
And the Knights are up 7 with Quintero coming in to make it try and make it an 8-point game. And the Knights have come on here in the 3rd quarter.
And now is where that missed point after attempt comes into play. It could be a 2-possession game with this kick.
8 points is considered 1 possession still because you can go for the 2-point.
Oh, okay.
So 39-yard pitch and catch from Rush to Schmidt.
Well, Rush had a bad first half of his last 2 passes have been touchdowns.
The snap, the spot, the kick is good, and the Knights have a 14-6 lead. Vinnie?
And whatever Coach Volpe told to the Knights during halftime worked. I don't know what it was. I wasn't there, but running game.
Well, you know, being an old fullback, all I can say is it's the running game. They've dropped the linebackers back a little bit because we've been completing passes, and that gives the quarterback more time to look for a receiver, and it also gives the running backs less people to go through. And the backs have been doing the job. They've been picking up big chunks of yardage, and this is what they have to do. And now that we've got the lead, the longer we keep the ball on offense on the ground, it does two things. It takes time off the clock, and it keeps their defense on the field. And as you know, defenders get tired a lot faster than offensive players, especially the big defensive linemen, because they're reacting to plays. The offensive men know exactly where they're going, so the defenders are using twice as much energy going one way and then the next way. And here's the kickoff.
Terra kicks it off. Back to Sims at the 18. Heads up the field across the 20. Across the 30. To the 40. Steal from behind. They're going to have a flag on Johnson.
There was no penalty there.
He grabbed him by the collar. It wasn't the face mask. If they call it face mask, there's a flag on the field. Hudson Valley's talking a lot of trash, and the bench is coming on the field. The refs are losing control of this game.
And here we go. I went to a football.
Vinnie, bring us the call on the penalties.
I'm sorry, there was no penalty there. He grabbed him by the collar, which is legal. So these cowboy babies from Hudson Valley have to stop crying and just admit that they're getting beat. There was no penalty there.
Against the Knights.
There was no penalty there. I'm sorry. Because that would have never happened had the stupid... What?
The personal
he called a face mask. This referee doesn't know anything. I'm sorry, but there was no face mask there, and these
he got him by the
collar.
Jersey.
He got him by the collar, by the jersey. There was no face mask there. These Cowboys have to stop crying and stop whining and play the game of football.
So
they want to.
Go ahead.
They want to talk their trash. Now it's time to walk the walk, and so far they have not done that. They're just crying and whining.
So 1st and 10 Cowboys at the New England 47. Brandon Johnson, that was a clean tackle.
That was a clean tackle. There was nothing wrong with that, and these Cowboys have to stop whining. That's all there is to it.
So here we go. Cowboys just this side of the New England side of the 50-yard line, 47 to be exact. Coelho under center, takes the snap. The handoff goes to Japan, who has room, but gets nailed after about a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down.
And now is where the Knights have to start playing the smash mouth football that we know that. I mean, they have been this whole half, but now it's time because these Cowboys are crying about face masking when there was nothing there. Now it's time to show them how much we could really hurt them.
So 2nd and 7. Ball at the 44-yard line.
I would have loved to see a nice brawl there. Hell, I would have went down from the broadcast booth.
Well, we can't afford to lose anybody.
Hey, I'm a commentator. They don't govern me.
So 2nd and 7. Coelho under center. Takes the snap, pushes it to Japan, who has some room, but is knocked down immediately by the Knights after about a 2-yard gain.
There we go again. DiMartino had him down. The guy tried to get back up to run, and he's a baby. I'm sorry, these Cowboys are babies.
Brought down at the 41-yard line, a gain of 3.
Good for you. You got a clean tackle on camera, too. All right.
Officials timeout here.
Oh, no, it's the end of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter play. The Knights lead by a score of 14-6. And look to hold on here against the Hudson Valley Cowboys. Any thoughts, Lenny Murdo, on the 3rd quarter?
Again, I asked for the running game, and that's what we got. We had the possession of the ball most of the period. We've kept our defense off the field. The offense is starting to click a little bit. It took us a little longer than I thought it would. But the guys got confidence in themselves, and I'm feeling good about it because the Cowboys are looking a little bit confused on the bench here. They're starting to complain about everything, and I'll tell you, they have some justifiable complaints because the officiating has been pretty bad, but it's been bad both ways. Right now, we have the better of play. We're playing like we've got our timing back a little bit, and of course it's much easier with the running game than it is with the passing game to get the timing. And I think that's what Coach Volpe has done that's so brilliant, is get the rushing game on there and given Rush a little time to sit back and explain things to him and cool him down, and now he's starting to complete his passes. The timing is back, and it took us 2 periods to get off of that long bus ride, but we certainly do look better, and we look fresher than the Cowboys do.
You're right, we do, Lenny. Thank you for that that opinion of yours on the third quarter. But I mean, I gotta say it again. These Cowboys are I don't see any legitimate complaints against the officiating. I mean, okay, yeah, there were a couple shady calls. Don't get me wrong, but there was a really bad call over here for a face mask right on the kickoff. There was no face mask there, so these Cowboys are just crying.
As Rafael
Dallas Cowboys.
As Rafael Coelho will bring his team up to the line of scrimmage here, 3rd down.
And there's the whistle. All right. Oh, thank you.
What's going on here now?
The ball is not marked in the right spot. Look where the yard marker is. Look where the ball is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that yard marker had to be moved because the running back did gain 2 yards on that last play. So it'll be 3rd down and 6.
See, that's one of the problems when you don't have the hash marks. There's nothing to line up with.
3rd and 8 for the Cowboys here at the 42 of the Knights. The Knights looking for a big 3rd down stop here to get the ball back as we're early in the 4th quarter. I think if they stop him here and get another score, it could be very close to ending. Coelho under center, barks out the signals and takes the snap back to pass. And intercepted by DiMartino across the 50, the 40. He could go. He could go all the way. Touchdown, New England.
And that was Dwight the Dozer DiMartino with a beautiful interception touchdown return.
And
don't cry over that one, baby.
And with respect to Chris Berman, he was rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
And there's no crying about that one. That was a legitimate interception and a beautiful run back by Dwight the Dozer DiMartino. And it is now 20-6. And now it's a 2-possession game. Thank you very much. Okay.
DiMartino showed incredible speed on that.
You're right, Lenny. DiMartino showed incredible speed on that, but DiMartino is a fast guy. He's an all-around great athlete. And to come in there, he ran like a wide receiver.
But this is the 4th period, and he's been playing both sides of the ball. He's got to be tired.
Well, maybe his adrenaline kicked in.
So Gutierrez in to kick the extra point for the New England Knights. They have a 14-point lead, and they're going for 15. Pat King will hold it. So here we go. The snap, the spot. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the New England Knights have a 21-6 lead. Vinnie?
And that was a great interception by Dwight the Dozer DiMartino, who's normally known for kicking ass and taking names. And this time he has his 2nd interception of the season and brought it back for a touchdown.
Vince, one of the things I noticed on that, he actually outran his blocking. He saw the open hole and he just took off.
That's one fast linebacker.
I mean, you know, he's a big, strong kid, but his overall speed. I mean, it's one thing for a big linebacker like that to be quick off the ball, but usually after 20 or 30 yards, they start to peter out. At 20 or 30 yards, he actually outran his blocking and just went all the way. It's an incredible move.
Yeah, he did.
DiMartino's doing everything.
Well, I'm starting to feel more comfortable with the lead. You can see even on defense, the drop back on that play, it looked like we knew exactly where the ball was going. And that's because Dwight was in there. He called it, let people know who had to drop back and who didn't. And maybe the people that we have filling in on defense are starting to catch on to Coach Volpe's system.
The kick is off for the Knights to Sims, who crosses at the 20, to the 30, to the 40, turns the corner, and steps out of bounds.
Beautiful.
And a late hit on the Knights out of bounds.
Another picket flag. As some fan is obviously unhappy here.
That penalty could put him right back in the game. It's 15 yards.
Another penalty. That was ridiculous penalty. First the face mask, now this. I don't even know what they're calling on this one.
Hit out of bounds, late hit.
Well, when you got a 300-pound guy running, you can't stop yourself on a dime, and they have to understand that.
Man, that was a late hit.
So a personal foul, late hit against the Knights.
Well, it's hard to hold.
So first and 10.
10 yards past where he went out of bounds.
First and 10 for the Cowboys.
2 yards.
Steps.
He was a couple of steps.
First and 10 Cowboys at the New England 39-yard line. The Cowboys need to get a score here if they're going to stay in the game. The Knights looking to snuff them out. And the Knights have had quite a few bad penalties of 10 yards or more, but so far they've been able to dodge the bullets.
Well, don't jinx them yet. Because it's still early in the fourth. Remember, our next game next week is home at Sage Park in Berlin, Connecticut, 6 p.m. start time. And, all right, come on, refs. We'll get these Hudson Valley Cow babies on the
They were
ball.
looking for a ball.
Oh.
So first and 10 Cowboys at the New England 39.
Let's just finish this before the Thunder. Did you have Thunder this morning, Thunder and Lightning? Did we get it?
Yeah, driving down from New Haven. Fries are good.
We got hit.
So first and 10 as Coelho brings his team up to the line.
We're going to play football in heaven. Hell.
Takes the snap. Back to pass. Looks right. Throws. Complete to Sims. And brought down finally is Sims. As he drops it, but it was already down by contact all the way down the 11-yard line. And the Cowboys have something cooking here.
The tackle.
Mark Moore on the tackle. A touchdown-saving tackle. First and 10 from the 11.
Defense, don't let up. Defend your territory.
Coelho set. Barks out the signals and I formations. Back to pass. Looks left. Rolls left. Throws for the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for number 82, Deshaun Reeves. It's second down. I'm glad I have an Nurse Sure on the bus.
I'll tell you, if they score, I'm going to need a new diaper. You don't even want to think about that, do you?
No.
What?
You don't want to know. So Coelho has second and 10 for the Cowboys at, pardon me, the New England 12-yard line.
Sims across the middle.
Sims split wide right.
Kids will go up.
Walker goes in motion to the right. Back to pass. Looking, and he's looking, and it's cut down by E.J. Lewis.
Sixth sack of the year?
He did not get back to the line of scrimmage. That is the sixth sack of the year. He's averaging 2 a game for E.J. Lewis. And that is 3rd down and 13 from the 15.
And we don't even know how much time is left in the game.
Who got the assist with him?
Number 21, Alden Christian. Now, does the sack also count as a tackle, or is it separate?
They're both tackle.
Okay.
But you did bring the guy down.
Right.
So Coelho, 3rd and 13, back to pass. Looks, throws, complete touchdown. Hudson Valley, a pitch and catch.
Was that a lineman?
No, it was thrown to the receiver, Jashawn Reeves. And Hudson Valley is back on the board. There we go for the extra point.
It's 21-12 right now.
They're going for 1.
You're going to go for 1?
And I gotta get down there and change the board in a minute. I hate the fact that I'm glad the fact the home's on the bottom, but I have to stretch my arms.
Just don't fall out of the window, Ken.
Clunk, go!
Watch for the fake.
So the kicker comes in. Here we go. Well, the last time it was slow. The snap, the spot, the kick is up. The kick is good. And answering right back are the Cowboys. It's 21-13. Lenny Murdo.
It's still an 8-point game, though. And if they can't convert a 2-point conversion, it could be a two-possession game for the Cowboys or for the Knights.
Well, as I said right after we scored, the worst thing that could happen if they came right back down the field and they just changed the momentum back. That was kind of a silly late hit. But, you know, our guys were primed and, you know, ready to go, and they were celebrating, and it just cost us 7 points. But now we have to be careful of a fake here, onside kick, and we got to talk field possession now and possession of the ball and try to eat up the clock. I wish we had a clock on the field so we knew exactly how much time was left, but now's the time for the ground game, belly series, and just eat up the clock, keep the defense on the field.
Yeah, we need to eat up the clock and watch for these onside kicks. I wouldn't put it past the Cowboys for an onside kick right now. Late in the 4th quarter, it's got to be, I would have to say, under 5 minutes. Yeah, I'd have to guess. But let's see what they do. Carrot Top back to kick it off.
And here we go. Johnson, and it's an onside kick. It's picked up by the Knights. It came out.
Picked up by the Knights. Cowboys are claiming it.
It looked like 31 got in there for the Knights.
It came out of him, and then there was a pile, so I don't know.
And it's 1st down, Cowboys.
Doesn't it have to go 20 yards?
Has to go 10.
Oh, 10.
So 1st and 10 Cowboys at their own 45-yard line, and the Cowboys are breathing light. That's no Carrot Top, Vinnie. That's an Afro Man.
All right, Carlito.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Give him the bad apple.
All right, defense. Let's show them how bad we can really hurt them now.
And I don't think anybody on the Knights suspected that.
Yeah, they did.
So here we go. 1st and 10 Cowboys at their own 45-yard line. They have 55 yards to go, and they still need the 2-point conversion. Coelho from the shotgun heads up to the center instead. They'll work under center. 1st and 10. 4 receivers on the field for the Cowboys. Takes the snap, and it's going to be a false start against the Cowboys here.
False start. He flinched.
Can't do Harry.
So it'll be 1st and 15 now from the 40. And that was a good call by the ref.
Yes.
That's a hard one to miss.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Helen Keller could have made that.
Ray Charles could have made that one.
I got Georgia on my mind.
What?
That's Ray Charles. First and 15 from the 40.
You got the right one, baby.
21-13 Knights. Rafael Coelho under center. Barks up the signals with one back. His four receivers. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Looks left. Has E.J. Lewis after him. Throws it out of bounds. Throws it away.
Intentional grounding.
As he was outside the tackle box. No intentional grounding on the play. Second down.
Nobody.
No, he threw it to his buddy on the sideline.
XFL rules.
What?
You gotta stop playing XFL rules.
Well, I'm sorry. XFL rules make more sense.
No, they don't. But that's another argument for another day.
If you want to listen to that debate, listen to SportsWire Entertainment Radio.
Touche.
Once again, you're listening to New England Knights football live on AudioSportsOnline.net, as well as SportsWire Entertainment Radio at SWERadio.tripod.com.
The score is 21-13 Knights, but the Knights have to hold them here. The Cowboys have a second and 15 on their own 40. They have just scored and recovered the onside kick.
What the heck was going on?
And what are the refs going to call here?
I don't know, but it looks like it should be against the Cowboys. Against the Cowgirls. What?
Offside. Offside Knights, and then we'll go back to the original line of scrimmage.
Asshole.
I'm sorry, I did not see any.
Second and 10 now. Back to the original line of scrimmage here. That is their own, the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Rain.
Yeah, look at the storm clouds up above.
I'll feel good when I go outside then. Pretty hot sitting above the grill here in the press box. Coelho under center, takes the snap, looks to pass, looks right, throws, complete to Japan. A gain of 4, it'll be third down.
Cliff King on the tackle. And it's going to be third down in about 6.
So third and about 7.
All right. Third and about 6 or 7.
Can't see the football. People see you.
No, good point. He was looking right at us, though. Third and 7 for the Cowboys at their own 49. From the shotgun, Coelho. They got guys after him. They throw it deep down the field. Incomplete. Broken up by Brandon Johnson. And a flag on the play.
You gotta be kidding me. There was absolutely no pass interference on that. None whatsoever. You've got to be kidding me.
It just completely come unraveled within a span of minutes.
That was absolutely a ridiculous call by this referee. Absolutely ridiculous.
A pass interference against the Knights.
That is ridiculous. I'm sorry. There was no pass interference there.
The ball is spotted at the 20-yard line, first and 10 Cowboys at the 20-yard line of the Knights. And the Knights have come undone within a matter of 3 minutes.
Well, I'm sorry, when you got the referees going against you. Jesus Christmas.
So Coelho and the Cowboys have new life here. First and 10 from the Knights' 20. The handoff goes to Japan, and right there to stop him for a loss are E.J. Lewis, number 42, and Cliff King.
Let's see how you guys whine and cry about that.
A loss of 5 or 6 on the play. 5. It'll be second and
All right, Knights. Let's shove this ball down their throats.
And we're getting close here to the end of the game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much time is left. Second and 15 from the New England 25. Coelho under center. And what the heck was that? That's got to be a false start against.
That's got to be a delayed game of some kind.
That's got to be a false start against the Cowboys. I'll back them up for our 5.
Yep. Second and 20. You know, it's amazing. The small penalties are going against the Cowboys, but when it's something big and game changing, it goes against the Knights. Something's up with that.
Yeah, good point.
So it'll be second and 20.
As they're going backwards, the Cowboys need to get to the 10 for a first down.
You know they have 4 downs.
Yep, this is definitely 4-down territory. So second and 20. Coelho takes the snap, hands off to Japan, who reverses it to Sims, who almost fumbles it. Sims across the 30 to 20.
Bam!
Knocked down by number 41. That is Antoine Dahmers. We haven't heard much from him today, but when he does, it makes some noise. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Sims is quite a running back.
Yes.
He is very impressive. I'm sorry, I got to give the devil his due on this one. Sims is a hell of a runner.
Seems like each week we go to a different place or our own home park and have a different team play. And there's always one player on each squad that we see that impresses us. This week it's Sims. Last week it was number 36 from Empire State, and then of course the quarterback from NEPA in the first game.
You're right. Well, you got to give the devil his due. You wouldn't have a football team unless you had at least one go-to guy.
True. 3rd down 7. 18-yard line. The Knights need to get to the quarterback quick. Coelho barks out the signals. Takes the snap. Looks right. Looks to throw. Throws over the middle. Complete. Fumble.
Come on, refs. Call your damn shot.
They call it down by contact.
What the hell is
And it'll be first down for the Cowboys.
Come on, they called it fumble.
Oh, please, no, don't say that, Lenny.
I'm sorry, but these officials suck.
I don't even know how much time is left.
I don't either. It seems like we've played an awful long time in this 4th quarter.
It's first down from the 1, first and goal. And the Cowboys have a chance to at least get within 2. You know what's going to come if they score a touchdown. It's a 2-point try.
Come on, Knights.
The quarterback sneak in there, touchdown, but there's a flag on the play.
False start.
False start or a hold? Let's see here. Legal formation against the Cowboys backs them up 5.
Once again, like I said, the small penalties go against the Cowboys. The big ones that affect the game go against the Knights. So it'll be first and goal from the 6 now. We got to be approaching the 2-minute warning.
Gotta be.
As the rain starts coming down.
There we go. First and 5 from the 5. Cowboys looking to punch it in here. 4th quarter, 21-13 Knights. Coelho under center. Japan in the backfield. Back to pass. Looks left. Throws a dump pass to Japan, and right there the Knights to stuff it right away, and it'll be second down as they lose yardage. And the Cowboys going backwards again.
Second and 11. Or second and goal from the 11. What a game. This has quickly turned into a
It's
barn
not even
burner.
raining, Vinny.
Oh, it's not? I thought people moving all their stuff around.
Just in case.
Okay. Taking the precaution.
Second and goal from the 11 for the Cowboys. Coelho looking to try and get this team in the end zone. This is 4-down territory, no doubt.
That's got to be the... What?
Timeout, New England.
Okay, timeout, New England. All right. At least it wasn't another penalty. Yeah, it's got to be a timeout. We don't even know how much time is left in the game. And when, any opinion?
Well, the only thing I say is the tide has turned again. We're playing like we played in the first and second quarters. A couple of penalties really hurt us, and that just, gave the momentum over to the Cowboys, and they're doing their very best with it. They're a good, controlled team. They're taking their time. They're doing the things they have to do. They're executing, and they're back in the game. They're going to have to go for the 2, and the weather now has turned very dark here. We had thunderstorms go through this morning, and it looks like we have a few more coming down the Hudson Valley, so hopefully we'll get this game in without going into overtime. But if the Cowboys punch it in and get 2, it certainly looks like we're going to go for that extra period. Of course, it's sudden death, but the one overtime we got into, we went the full 15 minutes with no team scoring.
All right, and we're back. And there's a snap. Overthrown, incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and 11, or 3rd and goal from the 11. Thank you, Lenny, for that input. How much time is left?
6 minutes.
6 minutes?
How the hell? That's what the coach said.
I can't understand that. That we've only played 9 minutes in the quarter.
There's been a lot of stoppages tonight. Incomplete passes, penalties.
Well, okay, you got a point on that.
So 3rd down and goal from the 11. Rafael Coelho, the quarterback, works under the center. 3-back formation again. Back to pass, looks left. Throws for the end zone. Well overthrown. It's 4th down.
Now, what do you do? Do you go for it, or do you go for the field goal?
They got to go for it.
So it'll be 4th and goal from the 11. But is there a flag down?
No.
I thought I saw some yellow on the field.
There's a flag against the Cowboys, but the Knights took the 4th down.
Okay. Yeah, watch the fake field goal here.
He's changing all the personnel.
Looks like they might kick it.
Watch for the fake.
Carlito's in there to kick it.
Yeah.
Watch this kick be the bad apple.
It's going to be a fake.
Watch the fake, New England. Here we go. Holding it is Coelho. The snap, the spot. The kick is up. That's good.
Right.
So 3 points for the Hudson Valley Cowboys. It's 21-16.
Okay, now that shows a lot of balls. Quite honestly, that shows a lot of testicular fortitude to go for the field goal, because now they're trying to say, okay, we're confident enough to get the onside kick.
They may even kick it away if there's 6 minutes. And try to get the ball back.
All right, so now the score is 21-16.
Because you don't want to give the Knights field position now with 6 minutes, then you got to score twice. I think he may kick it away and go for try to hold them on defense.
The defense has not been spectacular for the Cowboys, but it's been adequate.
Well, you can't say the Cowboys don't have balls.
Testicular fortitude.
Okay, sorry about that.
Well, got the hands team in.
Hey, we're not FCC regulated
He's
here.
looking for the onside kick.
Yeah, he's looking for the onside kick. And he got Sutko right up there.
He's got the all hands team, all backs.
Yeah, you never see Rivera out there. Up on the front line.
So here we go. Carlito will kick it. He kicks it away. Johnson back to get it to his own 20. Takes it from the 20 to the 30. Dodges through one, but does not get by the second. He carries it up to about the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 New England.
All right, New England. Now it's where you get the offense in there.
I'm glad I have another shirt on the bus.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights.
The Knights need to sustain a long drive here.
Yes, they do. Just run the ball, knock the time off the clock.
But you still got to get first downs.
Well, yeah.
Or a score.
Right.
So Tim Rush under center, a I formation. Back to pass, gives it to Susko up ahead. Gains nothing, maybe one. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 34.
2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute warning. Or have we?
Oh,
Just saying
okay.
2nd down.
Never mind.
They usually go to the coaches.
So here we go, 2nd and 9 from the 34 of the Knights. Knights have the ball up by 5, 21-16. Rush takes a snap, gives it to Snowden. Snowden falls forward to the 41, maybe a 40. A gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd down.
This is where you use all 4 of your downs to knock the time off the clock. This is where the short runs will come in handy.
You don't want to run on 4th down, buddy. You kick it away on 4th down.
Well,
obviously.
Use your 3 downs.
And especially they need to get some first downs because the Cowboys have the momentum right now. Rush under center, takes the snap, hands off to Snowden. Snowden launches forward, close to first down. He might have it.
I think he's got it.
It's going to be very close. And on if it's 4th and inches, yeah, they gave him the first down. First down, New England.
Yeah, so it'll be 1st down.
So that'll keep the clock rolling here in the 4th quarter. Well, the way we're angled here, we don't see the exact line of sight with the...
I know that, but you could still ask.
Well, 1st and 10, New England at their own 45. They're looking to get across midfield and waste some more that time.
How come I'm not happy with the outcome?
Tim Rush under center, takes the snap, gives to Cecil Snowden. Snowden up the gut, gets 5 across midfield. It'll be 2nd down, and the Knights are doing textbook clock management right now.
And Cecil Snowden's a powerhouse. He's cutting it through the D-line mostly. And they bring Haslam back in. Excuse me.
As Snowden takes a break. Some good earned yardage there by Cecil.
We got some powerful running backs this year that we could sub in and out.
Yes, we do.
And that's great to keep a fresh running back in there.
So 2nd about 4.5 as the ball is just on the I almost said Dallas Cowboys, the Hudson Valley Cowboys side of the 50. Knights going left to right, Cowboys right to left. Back to pass is down the field. Down the field's got man. Complete to Rivera, first down.
Rivera caught it.
A 40-yard pitch and catch from Rush to Rivera. And that's, Rivera's had few catches this year, but he has caught a big one.
Got that right.
And the Knights are on the doorstep on the 10.
Up on the bus.
Ricky's head won't fit in the bus.
Oh, wait till we're going to have to try and tie Ricky to the top of the bus on our way home.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord, hold on to the roof.
He's going to be so wound up, he's going to be speaking Spanish.
Don't worry, I'll probably wind up getting it. Rivera is the same height as me, but I have about 100 pounds on him. If I chest bump him, I'll wind up on the ground. And the Cowboys trying to rally up their defense. 1st and goal from the 10. Rush under center, hands off to Snowden, up the gut. And he gets knocked down after a gain of about 1. It'll be second down. And what do we have here? Is that a 2-minute warning?
I heard a whistle.
It's a 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in the game. The Knights lead 21-16. Lenny Murrow, you got any thoughts on this somewhat of a crazy fourth quarter?
I don't know what to tell you. I mean,
I just don't know what to tell you. It's just been a game of breaks, really. Both teams have played pretty close when it came to actual football, but between the penalties and just crazy plays, it's just a question of momentum going one way or the other. And I think if the Cowboys had recovered that another onside kick, they probably would have gone in. But I really thought it was a good call by the coach to kick it deep. There were 6 minutes left in the game, and you don't want to give the Knights a short field, be able to punch it in from 30 yards out. So it's just a matter of breaks, but it was a great play by Ricky Rivera. He caught that over his head, not over his shoulder, but over his head. That ball was blind for a second or two, and he just concentrated beautifully.
All right, and we're back. Rush under center.
I formation, 2nd and 9 from the 10. Hand off to Haslam up the gut. Bulls forward for about 3 or 4. It'll be 3rd down. Timeout. Knights. Why are they calling timeout? They don't want to run the clock?
I don't know.
Unless somebody screwed up somewhere on the field. Coach Volpe wants a word.
Coach Volpe sounds under the refs. Wow, this second half has been nothing but excitement. Whether it be from actual plays or bogus penalties or real penalties.
You got it, Vin. I mean, definitely. I mean, this fourth quarter's gone forever because of the referees. So it'll be 3rd down and about. They can get about 6. They can get a first down at the 1, but who knows? If you get a run, you just got to run into the end zone, and it gets to 1. So that 1 yard is pretty much redundant. 3rd and 6 from the 7. The Knights are on the doorstep. Rush under center. Barks out the signals. An I formation with 3 receivers. Takes the snap. Gets back to throw. Rush fires. Complete. Touchdown, New England. Rivera with a 7-yard pitch and catch from Tim Rush. Rush's 2nd touchdown throw of the game. And the Knights have a 27-16 lead.
And now it's a 2-possession game with less than 2 minutes to go. You got to wonder, though, how does that decision of going for the field goal instead of going for the touchdown really hurt the Cowboys right now? That's the question you have to ask, because Kenny changes the... You should have just waited to the extra point.
I can just turn it around. I had a 7 and an 8.
Oh, okay. But you got to ask yourself, how big is that decision to not go for the touchdown instead of the field goal for Cowboys?
King will hold for Quintero. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, the kick is...
And a hit on Quintero.
Good.
That's a personal foul.
And it's 28. It's 28 to 16 Knights.
And that'd be roughing the kicker. Or
That'll be assessed on the kickoff.
What?
That'll probably be assessed on the kickoff.
So now it's 28 to 16, a 12-point game, less than 2 minutes to go. Never say never, but
Steve Rivera's making it a little bigger now. He caught a touchdown.
He'd have to let some air out of his helmet.
And I'm sorry, but that decision by the Cowboys to go for the field goal instead of the touchdown really makes a big difference now, because now it's a two possession game.
We might have to call for the lights very soon. It's beginning to get dark here.
I don't think there are lights.
Yeah, there are.
Lights? Oh, okay. Few and far between. Well, we're less than 2 minutes till the end of the game.
But it's getting very hard to see out there, especially on the field.
Oh, and Catero's going to be kicking off from the 45-yard line. So that must have been a 10-yard penalty.
What is it, 28-13?
28-16.
16.
All right, Knights, this is where your defense defends your territory.
So Catero from the 45, Sims back at the 10.
Beautiful kick.
As the kick goes back towards the end zone, it's fumbled, but picked up by Sims. He'll run out of the end zone. Gets by one guy, but by another. Another guy goes down, another guy's blocking. There's room to run. Sims across to the 40, still going. Across the 50, and he's finally brought down by a gang of Knights. But not before he gets to the New England 45. And uh-oh, here we go.
What a run.
And the lights come on.
What a run by Sims. And that had to put momentum into the Cowboys. Wow. All right, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cowboys from about the 45. Remember, the Cowboys still have 3 timeouts remaining.
They didn't use any this half, did they, Lenny?
I don't think so.
1st and 10 Cowboys at the New England 45. Time is definitely not on their side, though.
You got to throw deep and pray for completions or pass interference.
And with these officials, pass interference sounds more likely.
And we're only going...
Coelho from the shotgun. 5 receivers, no backfield. Back to pass. And there's Thomas Warren to get him, but he gets the throw off. Incomplete. Intended for number 81, Curtis Walker.
That's not Catero on the field.
No.
We have 2 number 22s?
Yes.
Who's that other 22?
Who knows?
Wow.
Well, it's not Tommy the Toe. He's too big to be Tommy the Toe.
Too big and not the right skin tone.
Tommy's too dumb to be. I mean, he's 47 years old.
Well, remember what Burt Reynolds did in The Longest Yard.
Yeah, you're right.
So 2nd and 10 from the 45. Coelho from the shotgun. Again, 5 receivers. That is a lot of receivers. That's when you know they're going for the jugular. As Coelho looks left, throws. Incomplete. Intended again for Curtis Walker, but knocked out of his hands by Brandon Johnson. 3rd down and 10.
I'm surprised they didn't call that one. 3rd and 10, but all these incompletions stop the clock.
So again, this is 4 down territory here. Coelho again working with the 5 receivers. And the shotgun. Again, when there's 5 receivers, there's no backfield. Nobody's in the backfield except the quarterback as he takes the snap. Looks to throw. Left. Throws. Incomplete. Intended again for Curtis Walker, but this one was well wide. It's 4th down. And I think the Cowboys are pretty much down to their last play.
Well, they got to go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Even though they got the 3 timeouts left, after the Knights run their 3 plays, there won't be much time left to try and get 2 scores.
And they can't save them for the next game.
No, they can't. I'll tell you what, Vinnie. Make sure you save this Cowboys roster for when they come to Sage Park.
I will.
Thank you very much.
So 4th down and 10 from the 45. 5 receivers set. Back to pass Coelho looking, and Lewis is all over. They got him! Fumble!
Either way.
And the Cowboys have it, but they turn the ball over to the Knights, and that is the 3rd sack by E.J. Lewis today. He's got 7.
Wow. And that'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights from the Cowboys 40.
All right, now, Coach, run the ball. Please don't put it in the air.
Unless Rivera wants to get a bigger head here.
Well, the thing is,
No, you can't chance it.
I'm going to try to pile it on because we got to play them at our place.
Yeah.
You're right.
Well, we're going to be in first place when we play at Sage Park next week.
Yeah, we will be in first place when we play at Sage
Is
Park
anybody
next week.
undefeated in our league?
No, because
Does Nipa lose yet?
I don't know about Nipa, but we'll be 2-0-1.
Oh, okay. The better question is anybody 3 or 4-0? A false start against the Knights as Rush, and then
there's a personal foul.
And Rush is down, and he's not getting up.
That's a personal foul if I ever saw one.
As number 21 for the Cowboys. 20-21, oh, where did you go right now?
Davis. Brandon Young Buck Davis.
Brandon Davis delivers a hit to Rush, and Rush is shaken up. He's finally up, and he's walking off the field.
And where's the 15-yard? Okay, they're marking off 15 yards.
Pretty cheap shot.
That was a really cheap shot.
I think the Cowboys are trying to send a message here. I don't know what they're trying to send or what they're trying to prove.
Well, they're whining. They know they're getting beat by the better team, and they're acting like a bunch of cowgirls.
So, you know what? At this point, I say, what the heck? Let's pile it on a little bit. Send them a message right back.
Well, here's a nice run for Susco to take it into the end zone.
As the ball is spotted at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10, the 25 of the Cowboys, as Pat King will come in to sub for another penalty. Another penalty, more delays. False start, New England.
What the?
Oh, there goes our.
Oh, there goes our.
There goes the 10. Oh my God! There goes our locker room.
He's going to go all the way.
There goes our dressing room.
There goes our locker room. As a handoff to Snowden, he's knocked down after the penalty of 1st and 15. He gets maybe a yard.
Oh, there's a scuffle on the field.
And that is it. So, timeout, Cowboys. Okay, so as our dressing tent goes flying down the field, the goose species there is probably landing there, keep it stay, make it stay.
It's doing an end zone dance.
Oh, brother.
I think that was the biggest rush of the night.
He went for a good 100 yards.
Oh, God.
As Coach was waving goodbye to it.
What happens in Wappinger Falls stays on YouTube.
No, we don't have the video, so it can't be staying on YouTube.
Well, we'll ask the video guy down below if he got it. Hey, video guy. Yo, video guy. Did you get that? That was our locker room.
That was $10,000 on World's Funniest Video.
And the game is over. The Knights have won by a score of 28-16.
And now I know I have to watch my back going out of here. There's probably guys out there that want to jump me.
Now, Vinnie, I'm all done for the night. When all's said and done, there's nothing more to say. Vinnie, your last thoughts, and Lenny, your last thoughts.
Well, guys, I just want to let you know the New England Knights are off to a great start, 2-0-1. We silenced the Hudson Valley Cowboys' big mouths, saying they were going to kick our ass when we kicked theirs, and we just opened up a nice big can of whoop ass on them. Lenny?
I don't know what to say to try to follow that. I'm going to try to get back to football. You heard of winning ugly. This was winning ugly. We played about 12 minutes in the third period, and that's when we scored all our points. That's when we won the game. The Cowboys fell apart at the end of the game. Whether the call for the field goal was a good call or bad call, it's hard to say. At that point, they could have put the 3 on the board, which they did, and then a touchdown would have put them ahead. They had confidence in themselves. They had confidence in the momentum they had. So whether it's a good call or bad call, I don't know. It could have gone either way. I think they made a great call when they kicked off deep trying to hold us, but we sucked it up, and as I always say, you strap on the helmets, pull up your socks, and play football. They came through when they had to come through, and that's about all you can say about this team. You made a comment the first game. Again, I wasn't there, but I listened to it. And you and Coach both said that last year we would have found a way to lose that game, and we didn't. We could have certainly have lost this game too, but we came up big when we had to come up big. I just hope we don't play like this for the rest of the season. I hope that all our guys show up. One of the things, the running game did get bogged down a little bit because we had some of our better backs playing mostly defense today because they had to. But defense wins games. That's been a hallmark of the Knights. That's what won us 3 national championships, and that's what pulled us through again today. So I don't have anything really bad to say about the guys. I think they did what they had to do on a hot, humid day. The Cowboys certainly are not a bad team. They had some things go against them, but of course we did too. For the third game of the season, I thought there were just too many penalties on both sides of the ball. Our offense and defense, and even the Cowboys' offense and defense.
Well, I gotta say, a lot of the penalties were bogus. I'm sorry, I have to say that there were a lot of bogus penalties in there.
Well, I agree with you. There were penalties that were called that didn't have to be called. In basketball, they say if there's no harm, there's no foul. If I'm at the 30-yard line and you run by me and you're now at the 50-yard line and I hold somebody way back 30 yards behind you, what effect does that have?
Right.
I mean, it's just, I guess it's a penalty. You can't hold, but that big, heavy lineman certainly wasn't going to catch our fleet-footed back, giving him a 30-foot head start. It just isn't going to happen. So I thought that was silly. I thought that the call right in front of us here, they said it was a face mask. We initially thought it was a horse collar. Now, you can't reach behind a guy's helmet and grab the back of his pads and pull him down because that's another way to break somebody's neck. It looked to me like he reached around him and grabbed the front of the pads and spun him. I never saw his hand go up near the face mask. But if the official thought it was a face mask, you got to make that call to protect the ball carrier. But again, from my vantage point here, I just didn't see that. The weird calls went against both teams. There was one play that I got a clarification on when we didn't cross over the line of scrimmage and they called us for encroachment. What happened was our defender was John with the whiteout, and he reached across the line and slapped his hand. So he was offsides and he made contact. So that's why the call was made. So it was just, a silly call. I mean, it's certainly a penalty, and it's just a silly penalty. I mean, there's no reason in the world that a football player would do something like that. Whether he was horsing around or, whether he was really angry at the guy doesn't make any difference. A penalty is a penalty, and the officials obviously were calling it close. But I got to say, Vince, it's questionable as some of the calls were today. They're certainly not as bad as the officiating we had the last 2 years.
You're right about that, Len. I have to agree with you. I didn't know anything about 2 years ago, but last year we had some horrible officiating, and this year the officiating has been much better. And tonight was probably the worst officiating I've seen this season. But I guess that would be about it for us here from Wappinger Falls, New York. Once again, the New England Knights 28 and the Hudson Valley Cowboys 16, excuse me.
And Vince, can you tell the people in Shreveport, Louisiana, when we play our next game and what time we'll be on? Because I want them to hear what the New England Knights are really all about. This was not a game that was going to make any of the highlight films.
Our next game will be next Saturday night at 6 p.m. live on audiosportsonline.net from beautiful Sage Park in Berlin, Connecticut. Once again, for Lenny Murdo and Ken Dog Gregory, my name is Big Daddy Cool Vinnie Apicella, and you've been listening to New England Knights football live on audiosportsonline.net, as well as on tape delay on SportsWire Entertainment Radio, SWEradio.tripod.com. So, for everybody here in Wappinger Falls, New York, that's it for now, folks. We will see you next week live